And in 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, guys? Joker here. Welcome back for TGW number 9, joined once again by Brian and special guest Frank from RandomFrankP. What's going on, guys?
Not much, man.
Good to have you on, man. I've been watching you for a while, so it's good to have you on. I was on the... if you guys didn't know, I was over on his setup tour project recently. And then afterwards, I was like, we got to get you on the show, so here he is now.
Yes, definitely. I haven't really into like podcasts and stuff lately. I haven't really done much in the past, but I've been digging them, and I really enjoy being on them. So thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. It's fun. We like talking tech and gaming, so it's good stuff.
Hey.
And
Giggity
geek. And just before we move on, let everyone know all the links are down in the description below. If you guys want to follow along with the topics, you can go ahead and open those up on your tabs and follow along with the news story with us and interact and chat. But yeah, so how's your week been, Brian? See,
good, man.
You got a new setup in case that people haven't noticed.
Finished a new setup. I did a 3-part series on my channel. Just reworked this whole room. Like, this is essentially my studio now. The whole kitchen that you saw last week on the show.
Yeah.
So this is it, man. I just got anything I need down here is a bed, and it could be like a whole self-sustained room and a washing machine.
Yeah, but it definitely looks ready to go.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's all ready.
Oh, that pun, that was tasty. I just.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Frank? What have you been up to?
Not much. I've been pretty busy this week. As you can tell, I'm extremely sunburnt, and it feels like hell. Yesterday, I went down to the Eagles training camp for the day and just blasted and baked in the sun for like 3 hours. So not feeling too good today. Extremely puffy, but it's all good.
So you're saying if you head over here, you'd just like blend in with the walls?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see me.
That's right then. See, I knew these walls were for something.
That must have been fun. I've never been to one of the training camp things. Are you an Eagles fan? I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big Eagles fan. Yesterday, they had it down at their stadium. They only have 2 open practices this year, so I figured go down and check them out. But yeah, it was a good time.
I went to one game where the Eagles played. I can't remember the name of their stadium or what it was called when I went. It was like 10 years ago. But they played the Raiders, and man, those are some not-so-friendly fans.
Oh, yeah. It's probably like, back in the days when I think it was like Veterans Field.
Yeah, it would have been Veterans Field. It was about 10 years ago. It was like maybe 2004, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good game. The Raiders won, and I was up on like the top deck, and like people were threatening to throw me off. I was wearing a Woodson jersey, and they were like, "You're too fucking fat for a Woodson jersey," and I was like celebrating there by myself because I went with a group of people, but we all had we got like a group rate, and we had to split up, and I wound up having to sit by myself. So so I was up there in the top stands, like cheering for the Raiders, like cheering my heart out like I always do. And these guys, I thought they were gonna like jump me and stab me because the Raiders won. I was like, these guys are fucking scaring me.
Yeah, last year I went with a bunch of buddies, and one of my friends, it was against the Rams, and he was a huge Rams fan. And like we were kicking their ass the entire game. In the past like 5 minutes, started making a big comeback. And as soon as they were creeping close, everyone just started like harassing them and threatening them and stuff. But it was a good time. We actually wound up winning, so it was all right.
I used to love going to Yankees games at Yankee Stadium because I used to sit with what they call the bleacher creatures. It's all the way out in the bleachers. The cheap seats, and it's where all the season pass holders anyway, at least the hardcore ones. It's where they all sit, and they were not too kind to Red Sox fans, but they were never in danger. But they would fuck with them though. They would, like if someone was wearing a Red Sox hat, they would start like chanting songs and singing at them. Like every single home game at Yankee Stadium, at some point during the game, they play YMCA in between innings. And the entire bleacher section would stand up and point at the guy and be like, "Why are you gay? I've seen you sucking on D-I-C-K." It's just like, oh my God. It was good times though, man. That's why I used to love sitting in that section. Just so much fun.
I'm surprised you're a Raiders fan though. You're from Jersey, right? I pictured you to be like a Giants fan or something.
No, I'm a Raiders fan. We got a Raiders booster club around here. I've been going to the bar since I was like 14, watching with the same group of guys. I've got probably like 300 members, and we just all get together and watch the game. So it's just that's atmosphere just really addictive. That's how I got into the Raiders.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's good shit. Brian's sitting there. He's like, no, we're talking about. He likes you like rugby and soccer. You weird assy.
Well, yeah, we don't have the American football in Australia.
Well, they play rugby down there. That shit's fucking hardcore too, man.
Oh, dude, it's rough, man. Rugby's like full on.
I know there's a big rugby rivalry in Australia. I can't remember what is it, like Brisbane and somewhere else?
Oh, the state of origin, like
no. I mean the big rivalry. There's like a big rivalry in Australia between two of the teams. I've seen it mentioned before. You're just like, I don't even know.
There's always a rivalry. It depends on the team. So.
Well, I thought there was two towns that specifically that warred together. Like, no? My way off mark?
Yeah, I mean, there's rivalries, yeah. But, I don't know, like, every team wants to win, man. They're all competitive.
It's like here, it's like Yankees and Red Sox. That's like one of them. You know, that's a massive rivalry here in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've had kind of an interesting week. I had this the first time this has ever happened. And it happened twice. 2 days in a row, I posted videos that I had to pull because of bad information. The first time I read an article wrong and posted a video about it, and then the second day it was during Gamescom, which we're going to be talking about in a little bit, and I thought that they had announced Halo 5 coming to PC, and I absolutely flipped my shit and shot a video instantly because I was like, they announced Halo 5 for PC, I got to be the first video that says Halo 5 announced, so I'm first to market and get some views on here. So I like literally, like, they were like, to show our commitment to Windows 10 as a platform with Xbox, I'd like to present Suzanne from 343 Industries. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, Halo 5, start the fucking camera. That was it. That was it. I didn't even listen to the rest of it. And I posted a video, and like the first comment is like, that was Halo Wars 2. And I was like, fuck. And I pulled the video down. I was like, man. Yeah, it already had like 30 views. I was like, well, 30 people just got their hopes up. Sorry. I was like, I got to make that private. Bummer. Yeah, that's and it happened 2 days in a row. The other one was Gears. I thought, what was it? Oh yeah, the Gears of War Ultimate Edition's coming with like the previous 4 games are going to be backwards compatible, and I thought they were saying that you had to buy the Gears Ultimate Edition just to get that. And that, but they had some it was misworded in the article. They made it. That's how they made it sound, and I was like, that's fucked up. You got to buy it now just to play games you already own.
Yeah. I saw your tweet about it. How you had to go in and take it down.
Yeah. Yeah, originally I wasn't going to, but I was just like, you know what? It's just going to spread misinformation, so it's probably better off to take it down.
Yeah.
It's like, and plus I already got like 3,000 views on it, so that's something. That's something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, first topic we got today, big news is Skylake came today. It's been rumored for a while now for August 5th, but, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, it's going to be September, August. Finally came out today over at Gamescom. They got motherboards galore. I already ordered my board for the new test system. I ordered the EVGA FTW board today, and I've been searching all day for the 6700K, but it is not for sale anywhere here in the U.S. But Europe has it.
Huh? That's strange.
Did they have it over there, Brian? Have you checked it all?
Yeah, I've checked. I checked yesterday, but it wasn't released yesterday. So
yeah.
Just gonna check right now, actually.
But I don't know. I haven't checked in like an hour, but I've checked. I've been checking Amazon, Tiger Direct, Newegg, Micro Center, everywhere.
Yeah,
there's a Fry's like 3.5 hours from me. I even checked there. I was like, I don't care. I'll drive. I want to build
yeah,
this PC
it would be
this
good
weekend.
to get it. Like so.
And
yeah, but it looks like kind of, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm getting mixed reviews here, but I pulled up Tech Report's review. I think that sums it up best. In that, yeah, you kind of, I guess over Haswell, it's not much.
No, it's definitely no. It looks like it's not much over Haswell, but
Yeah.
it is. Oh wait, I don't have that Tech Report one up. Oh yes, I do. It's over here. I got it. My bad.
Yeah,
I've got that one up. But yeah, but like for people coming from Sandy Bridge, like it's good. Or if you're just building a new PC from scratch anyway, then why not go with the latest one? You know.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I've seen a few reviews. It's like 4.8 gigahertz at 1.4 volt, and I'm like, whoa, like
that's pretty high.
I would
expect that to have been lower on a 14 nanometer chip. It's supposed to be more efficient.
Yeah, exactly right. So as you go down in size, you don't go higher on the average voltage for an overclock, right? So I don't know how they're dialing in 1.4 volt. I mean, for suicide runs, it's kind of okay, especially on air or water. But I'm kind of interested to meet the guy who's going to be running that 24/7. You know, I think 1.3 volt would be believable.
That's like the tops I would usually go.
Yeah, exactly right. That's the tops I'd recommend.
I don't even like going to that. I like 1.29 is like the highest I want to go.
Well, see, I'm at like 1.2 volt because the 5820K just chews up power as you go higher. Like it gets exponentially bad. Like it's just like, whoa, okay, the power consumption just goes through the roof. But you know, on my 4-core Haswell, when I had that, I was at 1.27-ish, roughly 1.265 or something around those numbers.
Yeah.
And that was at 4.6 gigahertz. You know, that was 24/7 stable.
Yeah.
That was just day in day out. But like with these overclocks, it kind of makes me wonder, like 1.4 volt, like who is really going to want to put that in when they're rendering a video, playing games 24 hours a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what are you running, Frank?
I'm still running the what is it, the 9590 from AMD, just from that sponsored build that I did, which everyone gave me shit about. But
hey man, that 9590 is good. I saw PC Per's report recently where they stacked up all the benchmarks, and that was like right up there with the i7s.
Right, and that's one of the main reasons I went with it. And, it's great for multitasking, which is something that I do a lot on my PC. But given all the shitty PR that AMD's had over the past year, and Intel's definitely kicking ass, everyone just decided to hop on that and hate me for picking the card that I have. But I'm liking what Skylake is looking like so far. And I did mention a few times in some of my videos that like I'm going to be doing more builds in the future. And I think it's definitely going to be the first time that I switch to an Intel card, because it seems promising.
Well, for you though, for rendering and stuff, I would definitely go 5820K, because it's even like right now that I've had so many people been asking me today is like, should I go 6700K or 5820K? Because the 6700 is $350, 5820K is $380, so it's only $30 more. Both of them are DDR4, so you're gonna have to buy that anyway. Yeah. It's like you may as well just get a 5820K probably. Even if it's just for gaming, really. But I'm gonna test that though. When I get the 6700K, that's a video I want to do. Is that up against the 5820K? Is maybe the 6700K is better for gaming if it can run faster?
Well, if you look at tech reports, like they got this report here. It's interesting, man. The 5775C, the Broadwell, was actually kind of winning all the benching game marks because it could utilize that level 4 cache. Yeah. And that was pretty, like, I found that interesting because obviously 5820K's got more level 3. And so I reckon for gaming it's starting to show that cache is making a difference in those frame times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that Broadwell was pulling those low percentile figures there. So really good review from Tech Report, I'd say. Like when I was looking for reviews.
the iGPU is looking pretty impressive also, and it's definitely better than the 4790Ks. But I saw somewhere earlier that it's not as good as the Broadwell one, which is kind of an odd way to go on that.
The Skylakes, yeah.
Yep.
So they figured it's 6700K, right? The K is a desktop enthusiast chip generally, so
yep. No one's going to use the iGPU anyway.
Yeah.
Who's going to use that?
Yeah. So I agree with that. Like I think it's a smart choice. I just hope that these overclock figures that are being obtained in the reviews are going to be a representation of what the average person can expect. Obviously, right. You're going on Skylake, right, Joker?
Yeah, for the test bed, for the test system.
Yeah. So you'll tell us how. Yeah, I'm keen to see your results on how well it realistically overclocks. Like,
yep.
In 1.4 volt, you dial it in, then 10 minutes later, you see smoke coming up from your motherboard. Wow.
Well, man, this isn't going to be my main system, so I'm going to fucking put this thing balls to the wall. I don't care what happens with it. Like, if I gotta wipe the BIOS, like whatever. It's like I don't care. It's like whatever. It's test system. It's like it's a wash. I'll just start over. So it's not like my main system where there's like files that I value, and I can't mess this up because it's my work system. The test system's like whatever.
I was angry.
I don't care so much that I'm putting Windows 10 on it. That's how little I care. It's like I'm willing to take that chance. I'm going to list it under the name Danny Bonaducci, so they can't market to me. It's like I don't even care what this PC.
Yeah, I'm getting asked so much to make guides and stuff on Windows 10. It's like I don't even want to try Windows 10. There's no DX12 games out yet. There's no reason for me to upgrade because everything works perfectly at the moment on Windows 8.1.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded yet.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of, and I haven't even got it hasn't even said it's just like you can reserve your copy. It's insane for ages now.
That happened to me too. Like I got when it first came out like a month or so ago where you could reserve it. I did right away. And the first day I figured out I'd obviously have mine ready for me, but it never came, and I've yet to get an email saying that it's ready. The first day I did try to force it, but something went wrong, so I just backed it up to the 8.1. And I'm just content with there for now because I've been having enough issues lately with my PC. So decided it's up and running now. I'm content with that, and I'll stay on 8.1.
What kind of issues were you having?
Well, first off, when I first started the build, a little backstory: my cooler was involved in a train derailment on the way to me.
Wow.
So yeah, so I don't know if that kind of messed it up, but after like a day or so, it like fried. The cooler was just done, and I didn't notice it until I started like seeing that the temps were getting crazy high and it was just shutting down on me. And then I started noticing when I was going through like some of the info and stuff that my RAM was actually too much or too quick for my CPU. It couldn't handle the speeds of it, and I don't know if it was causing some sort of leak. But after like 15 minutes, it would just freeze completely. So recently, I completely swapped everything out. I got new RAM today, and once I put that in, it didn't freeze at all. So today's like the first day where I haven't been having issues in the past month with my computer. Hopefully, it stays like that.
Well, that's hopefully, man.
Yeah.
I could see why you'd be scared to upgrade to Windows 10.
Yeah, that's why I went to that first problem. Like one of the plugins or something I said was missing during the install, so I was like, "Stop it right there," and I just rebooted it back to 8.1.
Yeah, I recently built a $40 PC from old junk and stuff like that.
Yes, I saw that.
And well, like I'm siliconed the heatsink down to the motherboard, like with a silicon gun.
Huh.
Like
It's so
glue
ghetto.
gun?
Yeah, like it's so ghetto, man. It's so
It's like
ghetto.
you just didn't have the mounting bracket, so you just hot glue guns it on there?
Well, yeah. See, what I found it for $10 at the junk store, and
Scrapyard Wars 2.0.
yeah, and so it was
Oh,
like
really?
I found a Q9550 rig for $20, and I wanted to make a cheap PC work, and I couldn't make it work because the motherboard was screwed on the first $20 PC. Got a $10 PC that went up in smoke. I wish I got that on cam. And then and then we went to this other junk store, and I was like, $10. They misadvertised it. I was like, this has got to work. But the problem was that the heatsink was just snapped. Like the bracket was completely snapped. The heatsink was just like floating there. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and just like silicon gun the heatsink to the CPU, and it worked.
Well, that's one way to go about it, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
We need to start our own Scrapyard Wars, man. But we got to rename it though.
Yeah.
So people can't say we copied them.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it's got to be like Junkyard Wars. So just make it Junkyard Wars.
I think that's already a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like
That's what they got it from. Junkyard Wars is a
compute-
thing here in the States. That's a TV show.
Okay, well, just computers that don't work, and then you piece all the pieces together, and you make one that does work. Wars.
And then you're just like, wow, I wouldn't use this at all. It's like,
He's probably making bank from that series, though. Like, I feel like when they first started it, they didn't have too much hopes for it, because you can tell like the first few episodes were kind of like, just like wonky and in the air. But that's like their most watched series now. It's insane.
yeah, I mean, it's like
Good for them.
It's if they did the whole thing in one episode, that thing is like good enough to be on TV. I've been kind of like waiting for that to happen, like maybe like the DIY channel or something like that to like approach one of these tech channels. Well, it would have to be Linus, obviously.
Yeah.
It would have to be Linus, and give him a TV show. I don't think. I mean, we saw it happen with Epic Mealtime. They got a TV show, so
Yeah.
why not
that's true.
something tech or gaming? Like, I'm surprised PewDiePie doesn't have a show yet.
They certainly have the audience, so yeah, really.
Yeah, PewDiePie needs to make a show.
That would be interesting. You just sit there and yell at things. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
How to go to that junk store and I don't even know what he would do, and make yourself
just
look like
yell at things and make silly faces and then get lots of money at
Yeah.
the end of it. And he would upload videos twice a day, yelling at the same thing and get paid twice as much, and everyone would still watch it. And you just get baffled. And you're like, he got 2 million views just for uploading that. He didn't even try. It's like I'm so
Well, dude,
jealous.
you gotta do
I know.
a PewDiePie. Yeah, we'll do a PewDiePie impersonation now. Come on, go on.
I can't do PewDiePie. We did a lot of voices last week, but PewDiePie is not on the list.
Oh my god!
There you go. Oh my god, he nailed it, bro.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't too bad.
bros.
My name's PewDiePie. Something like that. I prefer his counterpart, Cartman Bra.
Yeah, that was the greatest.
Cartman Bra is definitely greater than PewDiePie.
I mean, granted, it only gave PewDiePie more of an audience, but it was definitely worthy episode of it.
Wait, are there still people in the world actually who don't know who PewDiePie is? Is that possible?
I mean, maybe the older audience who I guess South Park would appeal to, but I don't think they would be his everyday average subscriber.
No, they definitely would not be, would they?
He probably
No,
saw
I
a nice
like-
little
I
spike
think
in income
no
over
one-
that few weeks.
I think no one knows who he is in Japan because apparently, like, I remember seeing a vlog on his channel like one day off an off chance. He's doing a vlog. He's walking through Japan and like there was like probably like one white dude I think went up to him and be like, "Hey man," and like none of the Japanese people knew who he was.
Well, that's because there's like no Japanese gamers. I mean, you were telling me that, right? There's like not as many.
PC gaming's so small here, man.
Yeah.
It's probably like the smallest first world country for PC gaming
Or any
per
gaming.
cap.
It's
Yeah, PS4's pretty popular here, man. PS4's pretty popular.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
They
saw
love their
a few weeks ago that like I forgot what the PS4 number was for sales in Japan, and their Xbox One sales was like I think like only 100 for that month.
Oh, it's embarrassing, man.
So,
Xbox
yeah.
One has just not sold here. Hey?
Yeah, figure 100 consoles in 1 month. Like that's just pull the retail out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
They need to pull it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going well here for Xbox.
yeah.
'Cause they released it way too slow. They released it like a year after the PS4 was released. It's like, come on, who in their right mind's gonna want to
Yeah.
buy this? And
I remember seeing a story about that and the lines for Xbox. Like I don't know if you can call it a line. It was like one guy just standing there. It was like there was like pictures all over the city of like the Xbox launch, and it was just like fucking dead ghost towns, and it's like this is depressing. Not a really stellar launch for Microsoft over there. But yeah, we were talking about Skylake, and you had sent this over to me, Brian. The motherboards. You wanted to take a look at these.
yeah,
They
just,
got some nice ones this lineup, right? I mean, it seems like black is the theme of like almost every board partner now.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think people know that I really liked the look of the MSI.
The
What
MSI.
was it? The SLI Plus. I really liked the look of that.
Yeah, they've got a new crate one, and they've also got a titanium board, which is all silver, which is kind of nice. And then they've got like 3 different black and red ones.
Yeah, and so I really like the look at that board. And I think a lot of people did as well, right? It's all black, it's simple. So I think a lot of people are wanting to see a simple black, just all black motherboard design. What you're getting here is like with the new Z170 motherboards is really good looking boards, man. I got to say that from the get.
They're very aggressive looking. You can tell right off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're just very sleek. I reckon they're styled really well. Like, I
Yeah.
like what all people are doing here. I mean, the Gigabyte one looks interesting though. The
Oh,
white and
yeah,
red.
I think it looks like a F1 race car, man. That's just what that looks like to me. Like that style and everything. I mean, even the PCI brackets are painted white on the edges. That's fucking amazing.
Well, they need to put they need to put the
do you have
Schumacher
a link for
branding.
that, or is it? I think it's in the chat, or not in the chat. The description.
Is it? All right, cool.
Yeah, it's in the description.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right,
they should call it the Gigabyte Schumacher. I
mean,
mean, put a
that-
speaker on there.
Come on, that is a race car right there. That
Yeah,
and then
that font and everything, that is race car.
yeah, and then have that song going. You know, that Schumacher, dun, 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 and then have a speaker just blasting when you press the power button.
That Gigabyte board would look really good in what's his name, OC3D's build, that red, black, and white build that he has going. That would look good in there. But I'm sure he's already
Yeah.
got some kind of X99 beast in that thing.
Yeah, that is really nice. This is all making it 10 times more enticing to actually upgrade and
To jump
switch
to
over
Intel?
to Intel. Yeah, definitely.
Well, actually, you should what you should do, man. What graphics card do you have at the moment?
The 980 Hall of Fame.
Okay, well, if you overclock that, and then you should do a video for your subscribers. I'm sure a lot of people want to know how the 9590 would compare to Skylake. That would be a really
Yeah,
good video.
Definitely,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
not a
just
bad idea.
not only in benchmarks, but also in just playing games, your subjective opinion as well.
Yeah,
See, I'd really like that. Like,
yeah,
so
that's
I'm
good.
not going because I'm not going to go out and buy an AMD like 9590 now because I've got 5820K. I've got upstairs. I've got a 5650 in my workstation rig. So
Yeah,
that'd be a really good video, man. If you were to upgrade, just or even like people just want to know like how does the 9590 compare because it's pretty
Yeah.
much the best. It's as high as it can go for AMD on that side, right? 5 gigahertz overclock. So
yeah, I will definitely take that advice.
Oh, what I was also noticed when I was looking at the EVGA boards. I wanted to get the classified. I really did, but it's $400. I could not justify that for a motherboard.
Yeah, that's rough.
If not for a test system. I got one getting the FTW, which was $220, and that was more than I wanted to spend. I really wanted to spend like $180, but I don't know what I was thinking. It's Intel, obviously. It's going to be over $200 for a half decent motherboard. But the classified it even has a creative pure sound on it. Does the ASRock have that? What does that have?
They've got Purity sound. Yeah,
Purity
they're just using the Realtek 1150, but man, they're doing a good job of it. Like, honestly, it sounds really good. Their onboard audio.
Yeah. I had messaged Creative about it. I was like, I know you guys just have sound on this board, but is there any chance you can get one of these boards? Just because I would like to. I'd like to look at that. I'd like to look at that.
That'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
See how it performs.
It's just like, but all these boards look good, man. The ASRock boards look really good. The black and gold one is nice. It seems like a lot of people are doing this like shroud over the rear I/O now, like Asus did on the X99. It seems like almost everyone is doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wonder what all the fans like. What is the stream? What do they think the best looking motherboard is so far on the Z170 lineup?
Yeah, drop that in chat. Let us know. Actually, I was looking up that website that has all the boards on there. It doesn't have the most up-to-date pictures for the EVGA ones because they have that shroud on the left side also. Looking at it here now, It's on the EVGA website, yeah. But yeah, that's the one I went with right there that people are seeing now on their screens. It's a pretty nice board, and it's all black, so it's going to fit the theme. There's some red on it and some white. I might cover that up with some, I might get some of that, carbon fiber, 3M tape or whatever, 3DM, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
I went crazy for that. I'm digging
how is that stuff? I keep seeing it online, people, advising it, but I'm just like, I don't know, is it going to be good?
The actual, the 3M carbon fiber stuff?
Yeah. Like the big roll of it?
Yeah, I got mine from eBay. I used it for a ton of stuff. I used it last year on my MacBook Pro, covered up with that. It was fine. And I actually covered my entire, my P240 case from NZXT. I covered that all in white carbon fiber. And it looked good, but that was right before I upgraded to the H440. But I never had any issues with it peeling off or anything like that. I mean, it stuck pretty nicely and it was pretty cheap.
Yeah, so it's $5 for a roll of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a go. I just was wondering how it would work on the internals of a computer,
Yeah, well, I know a lot of it's made for cars and stuff, sticking to the exterior of cars. So I would assume it would stick pretty good with the heat and stuff.
Yep. I've seen other stuff that's that stuff just sticks kind of like a sticker, right? Or you have to heat it up.
It does stick, but if it's heating it up is good for if there's hard edges and you want it to fold really over nice, without any bubbles or anything. Yeah. I would recommend heating it up before you put it on.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I might try that. I've never worked with it before, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to use.
I mean, it's got to be good. I've seen Swashin recommend it. People are asking to chat. Yeah.
Yeah, that one guy.
As long as you got a poster.
Epic X Gaming.
Yeah, Epic X Gaming. He wants us to talk about. I mean,
the fuel the fire.
You got a poster in your background. Doesn't matter what specs you got.
No, Brian definitely needs a poster and many IKEA Signums.
Well, I actually got a poster. I'm gonna get a couple of posters. Some cool posters I want to get. I want to get a Mega Man poster and a Limp Bizkit Significant Other poster as well. So.
I bought one of those IKEA Signums. Do you have any of these, Frank? Do you have?
I do not. No.
It's a fucking piece of shit. It's so bad. The thing, first off, it hangs too low, and it's hard to keep your cables on it because it's just this wide base. It's not very good. Honestly, there's something I got off of Amazon, which I now have running on the back side of my desk. It's it's almost like a rubber stopper, kind of like you would see on a door maybe or something. Oh, but it's just like a channel, and you put all your wires up there. It's so much better. And then you don't have anything hanging under your desk.
Yeah, I kind of have a similar one to the IKEA one, but it's not and it doesn't look like it. It's kind of like a gutter kind of thing. It came with my uplift desk, and it works pretty well. The adhesive isn't too great for it since I have a ton of cables in there and it kind of weighs it down. But I mean, it does a good job of keeping it hidden, I think, and it's not big and obnoxious. So yeah, I don't have any IKEA stuff currently.
No.
No.
Damn it.
Well, cheapest way to cable management. The cheapest solution.
Tape?
Cool.
Yeah, duct tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually did. I had my Ethernet cable, and I also have a 50-foot HDMI cable running to my TV, and I taped those along the baseboards because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put those on the baseboards. I don't want it all hanging out.
Yeah,
Just
there you go.
taped it there. Why not?
Well, it also fix a broken marriage as well. Duct tape.
How'd that work out?
Well, I didn't try it.
You didn't. You must have been out of duct tape that day.
See, that's what I mean. See, they ran out of duct tape, so that's why it all broke down.
Oh yeah. Did Mikola Shinov is saying, "Hey Joker, hey." I guarantee I already know what he wants. He wants me to say slunt. Because I did a rant the other day, and I didn't start it off with the word slunt, and he was very upset about it. So, hey, what's up, slunts? Joker here. There you go. There's your slunt. You get it. You got it a few days late, but it's there anyway.
So what do we got?
I was trying to check the chat to see if anyone said any motherboards. I don't see anyone listing any motherboards though.
I know people were saying the EVGA looks pretty good. The Gigabyte G1, the Gigabyte Schumacher. I'm gonna call it that. Does look wicked though. I do like that red, white, and black sort of F1 theme. That does look pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, I'm gonna be honest. They all look pretty good. Like all the Z97, Z170 boards I'm seeing are all looking pretty hot.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say to Ashley Edwards in chat, have fun chatting somewhere else. Tura.
What
Banned. He just, I don't know.
What
I have no idea. He just said he is a fatty. I don't know. So banned.
There you
If
go.
that was on one of my videos, that's actually a blacklisted word, so that would have just been pulled anyway. I see Mikola's already happy. He's I knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't have to say it.
Yep.
Didn't even
Read
have to
his
say
mind.
it. Didn't have to say it. I saw the red Russian logo. I was like, yep, he wants me to say slunt.
But if he just said that, that's not too bad. I mean, if he I don't know. I think you're going overboard with the ban hammer there.
Well, he's just blocked from chatting in the stream.
Oh, okay, that's not bad then.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I didn't go full ban, but yeah. So next topic we had up is since I haven't installed Windows 10 yet, I've had to rely on Fudzilla and their benchmarks to see what kind of performance they got in games. This is a video I did want to do, and I haven't seen anyone do it yet. It's a dedicated video for Windows 10 benchmarking, although I'm sure I'm wrong and someone correct me in chat.
I did a technical preview, but I was testing CPU bound games, and it
doesn't really seem to be helping too much. I mean,
well, it doesn't. It's not doing anything. I mean, until you get a DX12 title that actually fully utilizes DX12.
Well, I can't tell you how many people messaged me and were just like, "Are you going to get Windows 10 so you have 12 gigs of VRAM?" I'm just like, "No, that's not how it works." You don't just get double VRAM because of an OS. It doesn't happen. It's not happening.
That's it. Like, are you gonna do it so you get double the VRAM, man? Are you gonna do it?
I need 12 gigs.
Well, I just keep getting spam. Like, redo the benchmark. Windows 10, man. It's like.
Well, the reason I wanted to bring this up because they tested a Titan X on between Windows 8.1 and Windows 10, and they got gains. They definitely got gains, but it's like marginal at best. On Fire Stick Extreme, they went from 7869 to 7901. I've seen that kind of a gain installing a new driver. And I've also seen that kind of a loss installing a new driver. That's like a stiff breeze could have come along and knocked it off by that much. It's nothing.
Yeah, but look at all the gaming benchmarks there. The actual real world gaming benchmarks. The
slim.
Windows 8.1 slightly edging it out, man. That's what I found as well when I was doing my benchmarks.
Oh, I see. They reorganized them. I hate when they do that. Like they had 10 on top. They keep reorganizing.
Yeah, but like 8.1's kind of edging everything out here, man.
That changes everything now. See, when I read these, I thought the top row was Windows 10 because at the top on the synthetics, it's listed first because it's winning in all the synthetics. But then when you get down to the games, it's got 8.1 listed first. See, that messed me up. Now I see in real world performance, it's actually losing.
Well, yeah, so just again, when a DX12 title drops, that's probably when I'll jump on. There's no reason for me to risk having blue screens and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I haven't even felt the need to yet. And I've been seeing more negatives lately than positives.
Yeah. Fudzilla actually just had a new article today, which was why you should not upgrade to Windows 10. I was happy to see that because it's finally a website that's not heralding it as like the best Windows ever. That's what everyone's saying.
It's the age-old saying, man. It's the age-old saying. If something's not fucked, don't fix it. You know, like that's how it is for me. I've really learnt the hard way over the years with that saying. It's so true, right?
Well, to a lot of people, they thought Windows 8 was fucked, but I mean, it was fine for me. As soon as I got Stardust back, this is Windows 7 but faster.
Yeah.
I had no problems with it, but a lot of other people did. So they had to do something to try to please everyone.
Yeah.
But
I'm content for now.
It's just and then on top of that, the whole advertising and marketing and stealing your data and all that shit, like that's worse too.
Yeah. And I hated the just automatic upgrade or update whenever it wanted to, because you figure how many times when you're editing or something, if it would just do that and you just like lose shit if you don't save, that's a deal breaker in itself.
Yeah, and you can't even I have it on a laptop the other day, and it's not a great laptop by any means. So if an update starts, it chews up like 40% of the CPU. It slows it down massively.
Yeah.
So, and it just started doing that while I was browsing the web. I was just like, well, can you at least notify me of this? Like, it's like if I was playing a game and all of a sudden my frames start dropping, or if I'm rendering and something happens, it's like, well, because you were updating? Like, come on.
Yeah, definitely not worth it. And I remember seeing on Twitter both Linus and Jerry from Barnacules Nerdgasm, like they both had blue screens in the past week on Windows 10. So just that in itself, there's just no need for me right now.
No, I mean, I'm not really that excited about the vanishing of Ethan Carter update. It's not really that necessary for me. I mean, it's cool that it's the first DX12 thing. It's coming out in a few weeks, but I'm just gonna hold off for like Gears of War Ultimate. That's basically gonna be what gets me to go to 10.
Yeah, I will upgrade once I got a lot on my plate to do for the channel and stuff like that. But after I get it out of the way, I'll probably get on to Windows 10. It's just like one of those things on the to-do list that's just at the bottom at the moment, you know. So
yeah, and like for people like us that use our PCs for work, you know, that's important.
Exactly.
Yes, very.
So,
it's like if we use OBS is kind of a finicky software. That's one of those things that I'm afraid if I update to Windows 10, OBS is going to stop working, and then we're fucked for Tech Gaming Weekly. Like that's we run our whole show through TGW. So if we have no OBS, there's no show.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, a lot of people in chat are just saying, yeah, it's crashing for me. It's like you had a blue screen here, had a blue screen there.
It's 50-50. Like there's
screen everywhere.
It's 50-50. There's a lot, or I should say there's more than 50-50. It's like there's people that aren't updating. There's people that are updating that are having issues, and then there's other people that are just like, oh, it's fine for me. It's like, well, just because it's fine for you doesn't mean that it's fine for everyone.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. You know, I'm more concerned with the people that are having issues than the people that aren't, because those are the things we need to get resolved.
That's it. That's right. I think my workstation rig, I'll leave that on 8.1 because it's not going to play games.
Yeah.
So
my work and game PC is the same one, but when I get the new test system up, I'll be able to get 10 on there and fuck with it.
That's it. Gangster stuff.
I'll probably wait like a month or two, just so they can fix all the kinks and the bugs out, because there's always going to be issues that don't get caught until a week or two down the road. So just in the meantime, I'll stay with 8.1. No reason.
Someone said Sniper Skybomb wants to know if I'm a member of the Pocket Lint Master Race. I don't get that reference, man. I don't have any Pocket Lint. I have 0 Pocket Lint. Look at this pocket. That is the cleanest pocket you've ever seen.
I got Pocket Lint. I get Pocket Lint.
Well, I'm looking at my flannel shirt here. It has no lint. But anyway, that's way off the topic. So the rest of the show, we actually have like all gaming stuff. So this is where Brian leaves.
And this is where I just shoot off into a different world and just like, what are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
Mafia 3?
Yep. So the reason we have so much games stuff is because Gamescom started yesterday. A lot of people are over there. I was talking to Jacob from EVGA earlier. He's over there. Logan's over there. So a lot of people are at Gamescom. I'm very jealous. I wish I was there. But they showed off a lot of games yesterday. Microsoft had a great press conference. Did you watch that at all, Frank? The press conference?
I caught like live stream photo highlights afterwards.
Gotcha.
I wasn't around yesterday to be able to watch it live, but I did try to catch up as much as I can. And yeah, they had a really good conference yet again right after E3. It's good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show. They had a good showing, and like I normally it would have been like all console exclusive stuff, but being that it was Windows 10, being that they're doing all the stuff now with Windows 10, I was like, I'm hoping to see some Windows 10 announcements, and they didn't disappoint. There was, they showed off a few things, and it looks like, a lot of the Microsoft exclusives, if not like all of them in the future, I think could possibly come to Windows 10, and that seems like a smart move for them.
Yeah, definitely. That's big. Did they show off any of Quantum Break at all? Because I didn't see any of that. They did? Okay.
Yeah, they showed a decent amount of gameplay of that. That was one of the big things during the show. A lot of people seemed to like. Everyone was like, "Ooh, this looks good."
Yeah, because it looked good like 2-3 years ago when they first showed it off, and they've been quiet ever since, and pretty much nothing at E3.
That's the shoot. It's a shooter one, right? It's like a third-person shooter.
Yeah, it's from the same people who made Alan Wake.
Oh, okay. Well, I fucking liked that game. That was a good game.
Yeah, it looked really good when they first showed it off. But
when they showed it off, sorry, go ahead.
They've been pretty silent about it for the past like 2 years. Like the past 2 E3s, there was like nothing about it. So I've been waiting for an update because it was first announced when they first showed off the Xbox One, and then it's just been radio silence ever since. So I'm happy they're finally getting it moving now.
Well, seeing it yesterday was my first time seeing it, I think, or at least the first time I remember seeing it. I probably have seen it before. I just forgot about it because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But the combat kind of looked, or the movement sort of looked somewhat like The Division.
Yeah, okay.
But then they had a lot of slow-mo stuff. There's a lot of stuff where you could slow down time and pull off moves. It sort of reminded me of Time Splitters from back in the day.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. So that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I see in the content list you have the Mafia 3.
Yep. Were you a fan of the second Mafia?
I enjoyed it a lot, yeah. But just seeing the trailer from the third one, I don't know where they're trying to go with that.
I'm really glad you said that, because when I saw the direction of at first when I was watching the trailer, and I'm not trying to say anything here, but when I saw the guy in the car, I was like, is he black? I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. He was kind of light skinned, so I wasn't really sure. And then when they got there, I was like, okay, he's black. And it was like, oh, this is in the bio. I was like, this is not a Mafia game.
Yeah, I watched the trailer earlier, and your comment, because I'm subscribed to you, was the first one that popped up on the YouTube video and had like all those likes, and you're like, yeah, this really isn't a Mafia game.
Yeah, because I expect the first two games were set in the Italian Mafia. I'm not opposed to them switching it up, but this one seemed kind of off. If I had one setting I could have hoped for, it would have been like Boston Irish Mafia. I thought that would have been awesome, like Departed type shit. That would have been sweet. Cool. That would have been good.
And I don't know if you saw the comparison, but they show it off like that character next to Blake Griffin, and they're like pretty much the same exact person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Wait, who the main character in this?
Yeah, like the black guy or the light skinned black guy, whatever.
And he looks like what? Well, he look like Vito from Mafia 2. Is that?
Well, no, they showed him compared. Do you know who Blake Griffin is?
No.
Oh, he plays for the Clippers. He plays in the NBA, but they look exactly alike.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm the same mind of you though with the setting change. It's kind of an odd one, but I'm still open about it because the second one was awesome.
Yeah, I really dug it. And contrary to my appearance, even though I'm very pale and white, I'm 75% Italian, so I like those games a lot. It's kind of personal, and like you just have that like nostalgic kind of feel, even though I'm not in the Mafia or I don't have any ties to that. But I just enjoyed playing those games. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, and I'm Irish German, but I grew up in an all Italian neighborhood, so I'm pretty much Italian by relation, just by association. So
yeah, that'll do it.
I mean, but because of that, because I grew up in Canarsie, Brooklyn, I feel like I can relate to that setting, because I know, like the people that are like in that kind of stuff, like the guys you see in like Goodfella movies, like I know guys like that talk like that and sound like that. Like that's my uncles basically. It's like so I know those people, so I can relate to it definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I reckon it looks good though. Mafia 3 is looking good. So even if it is a different direction.
Or also London could have been cool also, man. I've been waiting for another London mob game since Getaway. Did you play those games, either of you?
I never did. No.
No, Brian. I already know the answer. No.
Nope.
Nope. Getaway 1 and 2 on PS2. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
PS2?
Yeah, PS2, PlayStation 2, back in the day.
Back in the day, PS2, I was all PC, man. I never stepped foot on the PS2.
Yeah.
So.
Well, PS2 was awesome. That was like best console ever, in my opinion.
Yeah. I had a lot of time logged into that.
Yep. That was like my first online gaming platform besides the PC. I played tons of SOCOM.
Nice.
See, I was already a PC fanboy at that stage. Like World of Warcraft had hit.
I had transitioned at that point. I had used to play Duke Nukem 3D multiplayer like over phone lines. Like I would call my buddy Anthony and be like, "Yo, Anthony, we're gonna get on, all right?" And he'd be like, "All right, Ma, no phone calls for 1 hour. I'm playing Duke Nukem. Don't take any phone calls. If I get kicked off this game, make sure my fucking pasta's ready in the chicken palm." That's the type of area I grew up in, but yeah.
I actually didn't get internet until I was in 11th grade in high school. So that was what, like 6 years ago. So I'm actually pretty new to the whole. Yeah, I know. For some reason, my mom just like never wanted to get internet, and like I would play for a while. Like at my friend's house, I'd go every weekend and we'd play like Halo and stuff. But like my first online experience, I think, was probably Halo 2 on Xbox. I mean, we definitely played a lot of SOCOM on PS2. But yeah, people always find that surprising that I'm like one of the newcomers to, I guess, like online gaming, considering it's big now, but I've only had it for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, that is pretty new. Like 5-6 years ago, that's like when I was like playing Call of Duty 4, basically.
Yeah, the first game I played on my own Xbox Live was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's like I had been on PS2 for a while, and then my PS2 had broke, and I basically stopped gaming for like almost 2-3 years.
Oh,
and because I'd also I'd gotten bored with it, so I was like, I'm not even gonna bother replacing it. I kind of just drifted away from gaming. And then like everyone had 360s and saw Call of Duty 4, and I was like, this is a reason to get back into gaming.
Yeah.
And it was on the 360, and it wasn't until some years later I got back on PC.
Yeah. Yeah, I just started PC gaming last December, so I'm even pretty new to that as a whole genre.
Yeah. What kind of games do you play now?
Pretty much like a mix of a lot of stuff. I like my fair share of first-person shooters.
What's your go-to multiplayer shooter, I should ask?
I guess Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike?
CS:GO. Yeah.
What about Battlefield? Battlefield fit in there anywhere?
I play Battlefield mainly on Xbox because all my friends have it on Xbox, so I just play with them on there. But I think for if the Battlefield 3 or whatever it is coming out, I'll probably play that on PC as well as what's it called? Battlefront. Probably do that on PC because it's just playing on the Xbox now after playing on PC for like the past year and a half. It is just so
painful.
Noticeable. Yes. And
painful.
it never really bothered me, but the more I'm playing, the more I'm like upgrading my hardware. I go on there, you can just see like 720p is just unbearable on a TV when you're trying to play Battlefield.
And trying to shoot people with a controller.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like I would not. I was like, I don't care how good of a friend we are. I was like, you need to get a PC is what needs to happen. All 5 of you need to get PCs. Not the one of me needs to switch. All of you need to switch.
Yeah.
It's like I am on the upswing here. You're back there in Peasantville. But yeah, next game we had up from the Gamescom press conference, which is so many people have been like waiting for this forever, is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, or originally Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah.
Before we get on, I'm gonna ask Brian, did you play the first Mirror's Edge?
Nope.
Brian, it's really good we had Frank on this week. Frank, you are saving our bacon this week by being here because
what I'm gonna do is
this is half the show is games.
Well, when I get back to Oz, I'm going to get you to recommend me. You should make a video on this, like the top PC games that you have to play, or PS2 or whatever. Because I've got some retro consoles now, so I can play some of these old school games. You should do up like a top 20 games.
There's too many of them. There's too many videos like that already. It'd be like no competition. It'd be too much competition.
Yeah, but I mean, like games that you recommend personally, I'd watch it. I'd watch it, right? So
I'll just send you a list.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. That's cool as well. And then I'll make a video on it, eh? I haven't played these games, but these are the top 10 games of all time. Fellas.
I mean, I would. There's just so many videos like that already, so trying to compete with them is like just fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah.
It's not competing with them, man. It's just giving your opinion, dude. I'd love to see it. I don't care what person X who's in console fanboy heavens played. Like, you've got respect for all genres, so...
True.
I'd love to see it, man.
See, that's my problem. Is I look at too many videos. Is like, how can I use this video to grow my channel? That's how I look at every single video. every video has to be achieving growth.
Yeah.
If it's not achieving growth, then why?
Hustler Productions. That's what it is.
Well, hey, I just want to get to that 100,000 mark, and then I could just go on cruise control and make whatever I want. That's
I think that's it, eh? Like once you get big, like, I'll just make whatever I want now. People
I need to
gonna
get
love it.
to like Linus big. Linus can upload a 5-second video of him farting and it would have 100,000 views the first day.
Yeah, that's it. And people would love it too. People would go, "Oh, this is the best video I've ever seen, man. Keep it up."
This is the best video. He didn't even advertise audiobooks to us once. Or Dollar Shave Club. This was the best Linus video this year.
Oh man.
But anyway,
Yeah,
sorry, what were you going to say?
This Mirror's Edge it's like a remake, right? That's like kind of what I've been hearing about it.
Really?
It's not like
heard
a
that.
second. I don't think it's like a second installment. I think it's mainly like a remake or like a refresh. That's kind of what I've gathered about everything that I've heard.
That would be. I mean, that would be odd. I've not heard that. I have to look that up.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I think I saw like when around E3 and stuff, but that's pretty much what I've gathered. And like it looks a lot better. And even I think the first one came out in 2008, I want to say.
It was a while ago. It was like when 360 first came out, more or less, something like that.
Yeah, like even then, like those graphics were really good, and they still hold up to today. I've played it for the first time 2 summers ago, and it's still held up very well. And usually, like when you see like first trailers and like first gameplay videos, you're always kind of skeptical because the graphics look nothing like that when it comes out. But in this instance, I think it's going to be pretty damn close because they've always been really good with achieving that high graphic quality. So I'm looking forward to it, even though, like I said, if it is a sort of like remake, it would just be cool to play on like the whole new, I guess, generation and seeing how they rework the mechanics and the level design is always interesting. So I'm looking.
Do we want to talk about Overwatch as well? Blizzard announces Overwatch.
Yeah, I didn't see it during like the Gamescom live show, but I saw Level Caps upload earlier, and he was showing some gameplay of it. And it's the first time I've seen some new gameplay of it since they first announced it. It looks good. It looks really good.
Blizzard. Like I started playing Heroes of the Storm, and it's like Blizzard know what they're doing when it comes to making a smooth PC game, man. Like it was smooth. The gameplay was smooth. It was fast. You know, it just, I don't know. Blizzard games account for high APM and stuff like that. And I mean, Heroes of the Storm's got its own thing where I think it's not individual based enough, but like that's for a different day. But I mean, like they make good PC games in terms of just fluidity and stuff like that. Like, so I'm keen to jump on this and give it a go, but it looks pretty hot, you know.
So this is like a Team Fortress 2 kind of esque game.
Yeah, but the combat is more like, it almost looks like kind of like Quake Arena, but like with abilities.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but if Blizzard are doing it, man, they'll make it fun. Like I'm sure they'll do a good job making it fun.
I've never played like an MMO kind of game. Like I never played Heroes of the Storm or anything like that before. But I was looking at it and it doesn't seem anything like that. But I'm definitely down for the whole like first person kind of feel to it. Seems cool.
I don't like the art style. I like the abilities though. I mean, it looks interesting. It also kind of reminds me of Dirty Bomb. Have you been playing that at all?
I have not. No,
that's a good one. You check it out. It's free to play. It's pretty good.
I have it downloaded. I just never played it yet.
I wouldn't bother asking because you said before that you only got online gaming a few years ago, but it's basically like a rip-off. Well, not rip-off, I should say, because it's the same developer, but Wolfenstein Enemy Territories, it's a lot like that, which was one of my favorite like multiplayer shooters on PC back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's a lot like that and a little bit of Team Fortressy. But this looks good though. I mean, when I saw it today, actually, I saw a guy dual wielding the pistols, and I actually instantly thought, oh, it's Halo. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's Overwatch. I thought it was Halo, but in a good way. Like I'm not saying it was a bad. I was like, this looks like Halo. This is good, and because it's coming to PC, and it's Blizzard, and they don't usually fuck things up.
Quick not really off topic, but what are your guys' thoughts? And I'm sure you probably covered it in the past, possibly, but how like Halo Online is a thing in Russia, but like not here.
We haven't covered it. It's kind of disgusting to me that they're doing that, but
yeah, because I know that was back like March or something when it was a big thing. But I'm still surprised that there hasn't been any news or any like sort of update on them bringing it here, because that would be a huge hit. Like
I think so too, and especially with the old classic maps like Halo 1 and 2. But
yeah.
I mean, I understand the reasoning why they're doing it in Russia, but I don't understand why they're not doing it everywhere else.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Like the whole Russian economy thing and the way with games with piracy, they basically have to do games like that over there with the free-to-play model. It's pretty much essential. Otherwise, people don't make any money over there. Everyone pirates everything. So, but yeah, I think it would do really well here. It seems kind of like they're limiting themselves. Like War Thunder, that's global. That game is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Love War Thunder.
Yeah, and it still surprises me. Like, it's been how many months? And I thought for sure after like a month or two at most, it would start to trickle its way over here and we'd start to hear more information on it. But nope, still nothing.
My concern about Overwatch is it's a free-to-play, isn't it?
Yeah, they're getting into the free to play scene.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I would much rather pay. I would much rather pay them for the game and have it be a complete package than have them bleed me at every turn for some kind of weapon or a skin. Unless otherwise, I have to basically grind for 100 hours to unlock one character.
Well, see, for me, Dota 2, Dota 2 really hit free to play on the mark. Like, I really like what they did with Dota 2. Like, the whole game's accessible. There's no pay to win at all. It's just like, okay, if you want to change your character up cosmetically, you can pay some dollars for it. Or if you want a new fancy ward or something, you want to change cosmetics, you pay for it. And so that's how, Dota 2 is one of the most successful PC games to date. And it's a smart system. And so like after that, I've garnered a lot of respect for free to play. Like, I think Dota 2 really did it well. Like, I don't know, but like Blizzard kind of, I don't know, with Heroes of the Storm, you can't access all the heroes. And I think Blizzard are kind of, I'm going to say Blizzard kind of like, sort of making it pay to win kind of thing, but it's not. Like, you should be able to access the whole game if it's free. If it truly is free to play, you should be able to access the whole game from the get-go.
And that's why that's why they usually usually everything is cosmetic. But but then for the characters, I feel like I have to grind and like, well, you could unlock this guy earlier if you spend $20 on this. It's like, well,
that's it. It's annoying, right?
I can't stand that. See, that's why I'm in the mindset. I just want to, like, if this is a good game, I just want to pay you $60 for this game, and then I'd rather unlock stuff for the normal course of things and not have to grind my ass off. Like Battlefield 4. Yeah. Battlefield 4, the only game that you have to pay for that still uses a free-to-play model.
Yeah.
Battle packs. You got to pay for those battle packs. Didn't I already pay for the game? Yeah, but you still got to pay for them.
Yeah, and all those shortcuts you can buy and shit.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Like, who the hell is buying that?
I know.
That's the whole fun of the game is unlocking
stuff.
Got
it in October, and it was like the DLC hit, like, what was it? December or something? 2 months later? It was like, oh god. Like, you're not taking my money anymore. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, the first looking at these characters here for Overwatch, I like McCree as a cowboy. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man. Like, I'm definitely going to be playing that, like, in the next week.
Or Zarya, tank character. I like playing tank characters.
It definitely looks like the guy from Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
John, forgot his name.
John Marston.
John Marston, yeah, looks like him.
Yeah, that's why I like him. I like Red Dead is like one of my favorite games.
Yeah. Another game I'm surprised hasn't made the jump yet to PC. Everyone's asking for it. So.
I don't know what they're waiting for. Just like just remake that for next gen and PC, and that's just like that could be your game for next year, Rockstar. Thank me later. Don't forget to put my check in the mail.
That's it. Yeah, by getting paid off, you got to be.
Yep. But next one we had up is some Star Wars Battlefront. They had a new trailer come out yesterday. At Gamescom, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited for this game. I'm not excited for this game mode because I don't know, did you play the Alpha, Frank? I did not like the aerial controls.
I didn't know.
Man, the aerial controls on the TIE fighters and the snow speeders were horrendous. It's like I expected to get in and have it handle like a Battlefield jet, essentially, because it's dice.
So it doesn't. It's not like that?
It's really like... It's kind of like drifty. Like normally you would like turn your mouse and your plane would bank all the way to the left until you stop moving the mouse. On this, it's not like that. Like it'll bank slightly on an angle and then it just kind of starts to turn. And it's like it doesn't feel intuitive to me. So maybe I need more time with the flight to get used to it. But it doesn't feel very intuitive to me right now. And I've heard Angry Joe say that when he played it at E3. I've heard a lot of people say that after the alpha. And so that's like that would hold me back from playing a game mode like this, even though it looked cool because Millennium Falcon. Like, who doesn't want to play Millennium Falcon? Looking
at the TIE fighters, they look like they got a bit of understeer going on there.
Yeah, it's just kind of like strafe sort of.
Yeah, well, like you see in the movies, the TIE fighters, man, they can turn in the movies.
They should be able to do 360-degree turns. I mean, they have like thrusters and shit. It's like spaceships.
So I'm watching this gameplay. It's like the TIE fighters are just like, front wheel drive, understeer, baby.
Yep.
It's like, what's going
Hopefully
on?
they tune that before it's beta or the release, because I mean, like you said, people are already starting to notice that and talk about it in videos. And well, again, we are talking about EA and DICE, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something that they needed to just work on more, or like I would like to know what their reasoning behind it was. I'm sure that they must have had some reasoning for why they did that. I would just like to know what that is.
Yeah,
Because it just handles like a pile of poo.
maybe it's better for like actual like flight sticks and like stuff like that, but I don't know.
How does
Maybe.
how does a pile of poo handle? That's
Shitty.
like I've never handled a pile of poo before. How does it?
I see Paradise Gaming saying Ashley Edwards is his brother. To please unblock him. I will unblock him when the stream is over. I promise. But he won't be able to comment for the rest of this episode because we're in the middle of an episode. But I will unblock him. I promise. But yeah. Back to Battlefront. So I did play the alpha, and I'm looking forward to this game though because the ground combat was good.
Yeah, I loved Battlefield 1 and 2 back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
so I'm really
remaking
pumped.
their remake, or did you mean to say Battlefront?
On Battlefront.
That's what I meant. Battlefront.
Okay. I was starting to tangent off into Battlefield there. That's okay. I hope they remake some of the classic maps also.
Yeah.
That'd be good. They had some good, they had some good maps.
I'm keen to play this. Battlefront.
I much preferred the Battlefront Hoth map over this one.
Yeah.
Look, it seemed good for this game mode, but it wasn't really wide open. Like, I'm curious to see what kind of modes they're going to have in this game, because the one thing that really what was bad with Hardline for me was the game modes, because they basically took like game modes that Battlefield already had, and they tried to make them fit this cops and robbers universe, and they tried to ham-fist it so much that it wound up being bad.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up at all.
It's like they had, this mode that was kind of like Rush, but it wasn't really Rush. And now in this one, they've got the AT-AT Walker mode, which is kind of like Rush, but it was actually pretty good, but still not as good as Rush. So I'm hoping that, they've got Conquest, Domination, TDM, all the classic standbys, without trying to make it something else like Hotwire. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I didn't pick up Hardline at all, because it's Battlefield 4 just reskinned. Like, I had no reason to pay $60 again for it. Like, that easily could have been a amazing DLC pack or something like that. They even could have put it out for $40, but just to pay 60 for it's essentially just a reskinned game. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
I waste your money, yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, nowadays, when people want us to buy games, it better be good,
Yeah.
So sick of wasting money on dud games, man.
Yep.
Like, literally.
Yep. So next one, this is the one that I was mentioning earlier that kind of got me in trouble this week when I had made a video announcing Halo 5 was confirmed. But yeah, so I was wrong. Did I mention that on stream, or was that before stream? I think it was before stream.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, so earlier this week I had 2 videos that I had to pull down, and one of them was Halo 5, because I just saw them say, we're trying to do something in cooperation with Windows 10, and so they brought out someone from 343 Industries, and I was like, that's Halo 5. And it was like, I got to make a video now. And the video was funny and everything, but I pulled it down immediately afterwards, because then I realized it was Halo Wars 2. So, yeah. That's a thing. So,
I never played the first Halo Wars.
It was good because there weren't a lot of RTSs on console, and I played it on console. I don't know if it was on PC, but I did play it on Xbox 360 with my friend, and we had a lot of fun going for like the full 1,000 gamer score on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be good. I mean, there's another RTS coming out soon called Acts of Aggression on PC. That's really good. I've been playing the early access on that, it's kind of early access, but not really.
Well,
the game
I'm looking forward to the StarCraft expansion, the final installment, Legacy of the Void.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty good. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope Blizzard fix a lot of the problems too with the multiplayer and stuff. Like, get it so it's like Brood Wars kind of thing, Brood Wars days. So that's for RTS. I'm really looking forward to that, because I really enjoyed the single player. But Halo Wars 2, I don't know, man. Like, I prefer just the original Halo, to be honest. I loved the original Halo series. One of the few games that actually did play on console.
Well, I think everyone just wants Halo 5 to come to PC, and
Yeah.
well, I guess the Master Chief Collection too, I'm sure, but I would accept, just the new one. That'd be fine.
Well, see, I mean, I don't know what Microsoft's doing. They should just do it like Xbox One and PC exclusive. I mean, there's no reason not to do PC. I mean, I don't imagine any PC gamer wanting to go out and buy an Xbox One just for Halo 5.
I mean,
there's already awesome FPS on the PC.
The only reason I could think is because they want to sell more hardware. But I mean, if anyone knows that the money's in the software, not the hardware. They barely make anything on those consoles. Unless they're just concerned about getting them to people's homes so they can just play one game,
Yeah, it's like with the 980 Ti in my rig, there is no way I'm buying an Xbox One.
Unless someone gives you one because they want you to play Destiny with them.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. I've already got a PS4, and that's already.
Speaking of Destiny, DSOG had a story up today that it might be coming to PC. There was a job listing for Bungie where they're hiring someone to come in to optimize something for the PC. It could be it might be a new game, or it could be Destiny. So I don't know.
But it's still got a huge following. Like there's I don't know how, even if it comes to PC now, they've just got so many people on the consoles. Like, how are you going to pull all those people from the console to the PC? Yep. You can't do it, So they're kind of fighting an uphill battle already because they've waited way too long to release that game on the PC.
Well, I don't know, man. Look with GTA 5. How long did that take?
Yeah, that's different. Like GTA 5 was kind of like 4K.
I wasn't even really that excited about Destiny when it came out. I mean, I was like, it looks kind of cool, but it's just still also looks. It's not really a full-on MMO. It just looked like Borderlands in space.
It isn't. No, it isn't. Yeah. It isn't a full-on MMO, to be honest. Yeah, like I've been watching my brother play it a lot. It's like nowhere near. I wouldn't really call it MMO. I'd call it kind of like
the multiplayer looks half decent though.
Yeah, it is fun. Like it's just I guess level up FPS, so you can make your character unique and stuff.
Yeah, but the PvP looked all right though, from what I saw. I watched a few.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, it's good. You got 3 different classes, and they all got their supers and stuff like that. So, kind of liking the Titan at the moment. So
I need to start playing it again. I picked it up immediately. Like I got it. I pre-ordered the $100 like collector's version, and I was waiting for it for months. It looked so awesome, and it came out like right at the start of my senior year of college, and I thought like, oh, senior year, it's gonna be a breeze, but it was complete opposite. Like my classes just hit hard. I was constantly busy, and I barely got to play it. I think the last time I actually played Destiny was like middle of October.
Oh god, I just looked at the chat. That's a good one, Necro Pig. He said Destiny is a big puddle of cum.
I mean, is it good? Like, I mean, how does it taste, Necro?
That's a good insult, man. I like your
like
style.
It is.
I mean, unless you're
delicious,
unless you're totally into cum, then that might be a good thing. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. I mean, but is it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
I played Destiny, man. I'm kind of like, I don't like playing FPS with a controller, but once I get my mouse and keyboard set up all cracking, well, pretty sure I'll have some fun with it. So
yeah.
Like, hopefully, cross-platform play would be there, because I would love to play against people with controllers.
Yes, they need cross-platform, man. Like especially with COD as well. I don't know what they're doing with COD. They should make that cross-platform. That should be like the first poster game. God.
People with controllers would get just destroyed.
Yeah,
they'd be complaining hacks. Like, no, it's not hacks. We have keyboard and mouse. But
not really. Like, what would happen was your PC players would just get naturally higher KDR. Like you'd be in a different bracket anyway when you're getting match made. So
and label them. That's crucial.
Yeah,
to
and then
label
these console just these guys who make YouTube videos. They won't be making as many YouTube videos because they'll be getting destroyed.
Yeah. So. I had something to say there, but then I totally lost my train of thought and forgot it. So I guess we'll just move on. I don't even know how we got into this. Oh yeah, we started with Halo Wars 2. That was the topic. Well, that's coming out. We didn't really talk about it, but yeah, that's coming out. So
that's coming.
Yep. Yeah. Next one was not even Gamescom news. This was actually our last topic. So if you guys have any questions for us, for Brian, Frank, or myself, fire them into chat now. And when we round up the last topic here, we'll start going through your guys' questions before we head out of here. But Trine 3, I don't know if you played it. I already know that Brian didn't. But you played any Trine games, Frank?
I have not. Nope.
I've watched it. See, I've watched it though. I've watched people play Trine.
It's good shit, man. They are some really good puzzle platformers, and especially fun to play in co-op with 2 friends, because that's 3-player co-op. You know, and each person plays as a different character, and they have different abilities to help solve the puzzles. Like sometimes you might need the wizard to like move stuff around with his magic. Sometimes you need the big knight guy to break through stuff and things like that. So it's a really, really fun puzzle platform.
Well, let's talk about the release price. I mean, $22, completely fair. I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of like an indie game sort of ish, but you know they're on the third one though from Frozen Byte, and I bought the early access like 4 or 5 months ago, and they've been trickling out levels here and there. But right now it has 3 levels and I believe 2 challenge maps, and then this bonus level, which is sort of like a fan creation level. And the 3 levels I played so far are good, so I'm looking forward to playing the rest of it. And also, once it finally releases, we'll start seeing user content. So it's going to be kind of like almost like a Little Big Planet in that sort of vein, where people can make their own levels. So that excites me more than anything, because some of the best stuff I played on like Portal 2 and Little Big Planet for that matter was user created content. Some really good stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like what they tried doing with Project Spark. That kind of died.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It was like one of their first. It was like one of the first things that they showed off for Xbox One. You can like make it. It was pretty much like their version of Little Big Planet, but I think it's dead because
that would explain why I don't know what it is, because it's Xbox One.
Yeah. I actually have 2 quick topics. If you want, we could breeze through real quick. The first one that I was thinking about earlier was the whole YouTube ditching G Plus or Google Plus and stuff now, finally.
Oh, yeah. Thank fuck for that, eh?
Yeah, we spoke about it last week. It was, like, that'd be great. So,
yeah,
I'm really liking the new YouTube player, like the video player.
Yeah, with the transparent bar on the bottom, finally.
Yes, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but I think it was earlier today they announced they're finally doing away with the whole 301 plus counter. Did you guys hear about that?
Really?
Yeah, they've developed some sort of new system now where they can actually track it real time and a lot quicker. So they're pretty much ditching the whole 301 plus, and I think it's gonna make a lot of spamming fanboys of the 301 fan club thing pretty mad. But I'm interested that they're gonna actually ditch that for once and actually have like a real time counter.
And now I'm sure we'll still get people that'll come on comments on new videos saying under 301.
Oh yeah.
Even though it doesn't mean anything anymore, they'll just still say it.
Yep.
Yeah, 301's always been a hallmark. I'm kind of sad to see that go.
Well, hopefully, as long as the counter keeps up and everything, because right now it gets to like 301 plus, and it stays like that for me like all day. It's like I'll put a video up at 9 a.m. and like when I go to bed, it's still behind. When I look at my real time analytics, like you're still way behind YouTube. It's like
but does it make you feel good? Like when you get the 301 plus, it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It definitely does, especially when I was building my channel, because that's like that's like when it's like I wanted to like see how quick I could get to 301 plus. It's like it was like if I could get to it in the first, like there was a point where if I can get to that in the first day, I was like, that's awesome. I got 300 views in one day. That's amazing. And now it's just like, can I get it in like 5 minutes? Can I get it in 10 minutes? It's like, how quick is it going to be today? And you just I just keep F5ing it and checking. I'm like, oh, 301, we're good.
So
my thing with it.
Sorry.
My thing with it that I liked was I would like to see if I can get more likes before the 301 counter before it would start to catch up.
Yeah. Only
happened a few times. Like if I can get more than 1,000, like within the first like few hours before that counter starts to catch up, that would make me happy. But it hasn't happened too often. But it's like my sort of like personal race kind of thing.
I think I had that happen once.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my angry fat guy rants. People were loving that. It was the first one I did after the channel started to pick up recently, and a lot of people just had never seen me do it. So they just lost their shit.
They went angry in the comments? Or?
No, they were happy. They loved it. Oh. Their video had a million, like 1,000 thumb ups the first day. It was great.
Oh, nice.
And another quick topic, real quick. I don't know if you guys saw the new like Corsair Gaming, like the Voltron series they announced last night.
Oh, it was just last night. What is it?
They released a Strafe recently, and they have adapted that now to be the Strafe RGB. They have the Void RGB headset and the Scimitar RGB mouse.
Okay. What are these names? Voltron?
It's like the Voltron series that it shows on their Twitter, but it's like the 3 peripherals are like the headset, the keyboard.
Oh my god! They brought back the pirate ship.
Yeah, they rebranded last month with the Strafe. It's like it's a nice like sleeker kind of clean the logo for it, which I'm a lot happier about.
I like I wouldn't buy the headset, but I like the fact that it's black and white and has the pirate ship logo. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Finally getting rid of that tramp stamp tattoo that they had going on for a while there. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get my RGB keyboard before they rebranded. I was like one of like the first few units that got sent out with the old logo on it, so I'm pretty happy about that because I hated that tramp stamp logo.
Yeah, and if anyone's watching from Corsair, we all want everything. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, like send us over a K95 RGB. Yeah, like I'd love to.
I'm using this dodgy $50 AULA keyboard. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good. I really like it, but I also want a K95.
Yeah. I was really digging the Strafe keyboard that they made last month. So it's cool to see they have the Strafe RGB come out. And I know tons of people wanted their own like MMO kind of mouse, and they finally brought that out now with the, I guess it's called a scimitar. Is that how you pronounce it? But Scimitar. Yeah. So I think it's all slated for an October release, but it's all looking pretty good. I'm happy.
Yeah,
when are they going to see? Corsair need to release the Corsair here. That's what they need to release. That'll be epic.
What is that? What do you want about?
You know, like a pirate when they here.
I think that's just R, not here. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It's just R. It's R.
Here. Yeah, it's here.
What the fuck was that? It's like.
Well, you didn't play World of Warcraft, did you?
Oh, that's okay. No, I didn't. Was that a thing in that?
Well, yeah.
Oh man.
The swashbucklers, man.
We love taking the piss out of Brian. We love it. All right, so we had did any questions catch your eye before I start scrolling up here?
I haven't seen any.
Before I do take any questions, just let everyone know. I forgot to mention at the beginning, but if you guys want to check out Frank's channel, there is links down in the description below to that. If you want to check out his channel, he does tech content and stuff like that. You want to tell him like what you do over there?
Yeah, there's a lot of tech reviews. I like doing mainly like peripheral reviews and stuff like that and comparisons with products, but recently I've been getting more into actual like PC hardware. So pretty much anything tech related I like to review. And I used to do more gaming back in the day, but that was like around a year ago, and I've kind of ditched gaming on my channel. So pretty much anything tech related, you'll be able to find me, like review it and compare it and stuff like that.
Yes, and
gaming, what is that thing? Just get rid of it.
And trying to have the most amount of parts ever to a new setup video. That thing was going on for a while, man. I was just like, is this thing ever going to get done?
Are you wearing a pair of Audio Technicas?
Yeah, these are the
M50Xs.
Yeah,
50s.
Yeah, they're like everyone has a pair of them headphones. Like I just see them everywhere.
Yeah, I got them last. Actually, I got them for Christmas. Pretty good deal on eBay. They were like brand new. The guy just didn't like them, so picked them up. And I use these for like just monitoring audio. And I have my other AKG K7XXs for gaming and stuff. So I like to swap them out.
Good idea. I saw a guy once saying he was going to get those for gaming, and I was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, they're good headphones, but don't get them for gaming.
Yeah. They're not as bad.
I got a question for Frank though.
Oh yeah, what's up?
How many keyboards do you actually have at your house at the moment?
Let's see. Right now, I only have 3, but I've had a lot. I've given a lot of away. I gave away my 2 SteelSeries Apex M800 keyboards like a week or so ago, and last winter I think I gave away the Logitech, the Orion Spark. I hated that keyboard. I gave that away, but yeah,
It's like here. I hate this. You take it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite keyboard of all time?
I mean, right now I'm really liking the K70 RGB. Like that's been like my go-to one for the past, I guess.
Which switches?
I have the reds. Yeah, I have the reds inside. Yeah. I do also have a KeyCool RGB keyboard that I haven't used. I sell like a lot of stuff that I don't wind up using. But once the Strafe RGB comes out, I'm probably going to switch to that full time because I also have reds in the Strafe. And since they're the same exact thing, but just something about the Strafe is a lot more smooth. So I think once I get the RGB, I'm going to switch to that full time because I like the way the K70 looks, but the brushed aluminum is just a complete pain in the ass to keep clean, and it attracts dust like crazy.
I can imagine. So, I hate dust. So do white desks. I've learned now too. Although you can't see it as much, though. You can't see it until it gets really bad, and you're like, wow, that's really dusty. It's like for the first couple weeks, I didn't notice any dust, and then the other day, I like moved a speaker or something like that at the back where I don't really touch anything, and it's just like that's a lot of dust. It's like,
Yeah.
we need to clean this. And white desks also, by the way, get really filthy. If you're not like getting a desk for like being on YouTube or something like that, don't get a white desk because you're gonna be cleaning it constantly.
I haven't had too many problems with my white desk, man. Just alcohol wipes whenever like there's mess on it.
For me, it's like every day I've got to grab I have a spray bottle of water. I got to clean it. But I mean, I got it because it films well for YouTube.
Yep.
The white films well, so that's why I wanted it. But if this was just an everyday desk, I would not get a white desk personally.
You might want to get like a lab, you know, put some lacquer on it or something, you know, something so you just.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I do not clean my white desk. I clean them probably once.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one Dimitri has, but his is like has like a reflective finish on it.
Yeah, very high gloss.
Yeah, high gloss is kind of hard to deal. Man, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
just
know.
weird how you clean it every day, man. Like that's insane.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's around where I'm at, you know, it's like I put like coffee cups here as like coffee rings, and
Oh, there you go. Don't put coffee. Like put a coaster under your cup, man.
I don't have a coaster on poor people.
But even if you're a poor person, you have a coaster. Like coasters are for poor people to protect their furniture.
So they don't have to buy new furniture. I see what you're
That's
going.
it.
I see what you're
Use your mouse pad.
See where I'm going?
I don't have a big enough mouse pad. I just have a SteelSeries one. I need to get a long one though. I want to get one of those big mats, but I haven't found one yet that I like that isn't like garish. Because I see ones that like have like ridiculous logos on them and stuff. I just want a plain black one.
Mouse pads.
Or like like the desk rugs, like the mat, like the whole big mat for the keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah, I want to get like the Razer Goliath. I want to get a new Razer Goliath as control. I love this mouse pad, man. Like the Razer Goliath as control edition. Like it's one of the few Razer products that I really do like.
You don't mind that you're selling your soul to Razer?
No. Like it's not. It's just a mouse pad, right? Like I don't have anything else Razer here. But
Does the mouse pad have DRM like the mice do?
Well, that's it. Like it's probably like I don't know. I've had this mouse pad now for 5 years, and it's been freaking amazing. It is getting old now. Like 5 years for a mouse pad is huge.
It's the the first mouse pad that requires you to be connected to the internet to use it.
It's it's for me. It's sentiment mouse.
All right.
There we go.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing we've ever happened on this show.
I thought it was me.
No, I just saw you guys lock up. I was like, what happened? I thought Skype died, and then my internet just totally died, and I had to reboot my modem. I'm trying to see if the show's actually back up now.
Yeah, I see you live.
Yeah, it is. I just heard myself calling you.
Cool.
Okay. So, all right. So it's actually up then, yeah.
You guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Skype crashed.
Yeah, Frank, we got no video feed for you.
I bet. Yeah, I'm switching it back.
There we go.
Okay,
There we
we're
go.
back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Everyone
we
panicked.
just dropped like all our viewers just
Oh my
died
God.
off. Joker.
I'm sorry, guys. My internet just died out. And this never This never happens. Like never. I don't know.
Well, you may have got DDoS.
I was just gonna say we got DDoS by Swashin.
Yeah, that's what someone said in the
Fuck.
chat.
Yeah.
Fucking Swashin. That guy does know how to use a computer. Shit. God.
Next thing he's gonna do is gonna hack in. He's gonna delete all our social media links from your from the description.
God. You guys be careful now. Swashin's coming for you, man.
Coming for you.
He's gonna hack you to death with an LED.
When I did that show with him, he had just finished breaking his PC, or I should say, or building his PC, as he puts it. But he didn't know how to use OBS, and he was like, "Oh my God, OBS is the worst program ever. I'm going back to Mac." I was like, "No, it's not bad. You just don't know how to use it, mate." It's like figure out how to use it, and it's fine. It's one of the best softwares I own. When I own it, it's free. It's so good. It's free, and it does like everything. I love OBS.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you? You have any issues with it, Frank? Like,
I haven't. I've been using XSplit recently just because I don't know. I've been working with their community manager a lot, so I figured I'd try it out.
Yeah.
But I used it for the past like year and a half, and only issue I used to have, and this was back before I even upgraded, was like it would just eat up a lot of CPU memory, and games would kind of lag when I was streaming when I only had it on. But I mean, other than that, I've never had an issue with it for like broadcasting stuff like this or anything.
This is wait, didn't I get DDoS last week by Swashin, or was that on Twitch? I can't remember.
You got man. Swashin's out for you, dude. Like he's out for you, man. Like you better get a poster. You better get a Swashin poster, and then.
I don't know. Well, you guys in chat have to tweet to him because I'm pretty sure he has me blocked on Twitter because I said something. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't say anything. He just has me blocked. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
He's gonna take my name off the title.
Yeah, where can I get a Swashin T-shirt and a poster?
And a sticker. Don't forget, he does.
I need
sticker.
I need a Mickey Mouse poster for my
I need
walls.
some merchandise here, guys.
Brian,
need
you're.
some
Oh, there we go. Now it fixed it.
Someone actually sent me a link to one of his like past streams where he was just talking shit on me because he claims that I completely like stole his channel, or like stole his like idea. But like I see where he's coming from, like why people would think that. But like I swear to God, like I never even knew he existed until like episode 2 of Room Tour Project, when everyone's like, "Oh, you should have him on the show." And I'm like, "Oh, he does this. We do the same thing, kind of, but it's also very different." And now he just like everyone who talks about me or tells him about my setup or my channel, he just like blocks them and shit. Yeah,
Well,
I think it's hilarious. But
the thing is with his show is he does it, but he does it really mean. Like he's really mean to people.
yeah,
Well,
And-
I've been watching, man. Like I just recently finished this setup, right? And you need like decent money to do a proper setup. I'm going to say that. And a lot of young guys, man, they don't have. Like, I spent like probably $400 in mats alone just doing this setup: desks, walls, paint, time, carpet. And like a young guy does not have that money, man.
I mean, I appreciate the idea of giving advice, but the way he goes about it is kind of in a nasty way. It's like he's like he'll like the way he goes about. He's like, come on, man, just like all you got to do is just lift that up a little bit, then that wire's gone. It's like, dude, the guy's got like a fucking PC that shits on yours, and you're giving him crap about a wire that's hanging off the desk. Like, it's like, go back to your fucking XFX 380. Like, fuck you, your fucking shit PC that you broke. He broke his PC. Like, that's what happens when you take your PC down a slide at a fucking kid's playground.
They should change it from Tech Gaming Weekly to just Disc Gaming Weekly.
See, this is why everyone tuned in this week, and see, you guys are glad you stayed now, right?
Oh man,
look at
Swashin
that. You
is
got 86 viewers now, so
They all
No,
came
but
back.
you see, you need some rivalry. I've been saying this in the tech community, man. Everyone's been blowing everyone off, and we need some rivalry. There needs to be some.
he does
Like,
it to
all right.
himself. Like, it is,
Yeah, well,
anything
But
is-
he's also got a lot of support from a lot of the big channels out there, which is like, I was just like, why?
I know. I'm envious. Like, he had Linus.
Yeah, it's like he had Linus, Barnacles, Jay. I was like, and this is when his channel had like a few thousand subs. Like, how the fuck did you get these people on?
He paid him, man.
Who'd you suck off? He
Yeah,
must have
that's
had
it.
to have paid him, right? No, I don't know. I wouldn't proceed to Yes, I would. I don't know. That blew my mind when I saw his channel was smaller and like he had those big names. I was like, how the hell did you do that? Because
Yeah.
I know, like I know Jay. I asked him about being on the show, and he's a busy guy. He couldn't make time to get on. But we're gonna have him on the future. But yeah, he's a busy guy, so I don't know how the hell he got him on that show, or especially Linus. Linus seems like I have like most of the tech channels now are following me on Twitter and they know who I am, but Linus seems pretty unattainable. That's like the king of the followers I need to get. Like, I need to get Linus to follow me, and they'll be like, okay, now I've achieved something. I got Luke though. I got Luke to follow me, so that's.
Nice.
Yep. Luke and Edsel, so I'm making progress.
Man, you're going nuts on the Twitter feed. So
Nice.
You got to be aggressive on Twitter.
Like I said, I'm ordering the Swashin merchandise pack. I'm getting the poster, getting the T-shirt. They need that, and I'm getting the mouse mat and all that stuff. So, and a mug as well. So, Frankie, you get the Swashin merchandise pack.
Oh yeah, I'll just wear his shirts on my videos from now. Every episode of Room Tour Project, I'll just wear his shirts. People can stop saying that I'm copying him.
Yeah. Sabah said I came across as anti-AMD. Oh, is it because I talked about his? I'm just talking about it because it's Swashin's 280. Not if it was anyone else's 280, it would have been fine. It's only because it's his.
I don't know what happened. Like I remember I saw his channel where he's like he walked into his work and he said I quit. Like it's like if I was his boss, I'd be like, who is this little punk?
Brian, Brian, I don't think he knows that you're on the show. I don't think he watches my channel. So what you should do, you should go undercover.
Yeah.
See, you've got a decent sized channel, 40,000 subscribers. He'll have you on the show, no problem, man. Start being aggressive. Start messaging him on Twitter and being aggressive on Twitter. Just like, oh man, I love your show, blah blah blah. Get on there and then just totally derail the thing midway through the stream. Just be like, just every time he says something, just take the opposite side of the like. I don't know, man. I think his desk looks really good. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this setup. I love this setup. I love the cables.
Every time he says something nasty, like, why are you being so mean, man?
Yeah,
and also, why do you have ratings disabled on your videos?
Yeah, this guy's got feelings, man. You're hurting his feelings. He's got, like, a mouse cable. You have to have a mouse cable, right? Who wants wireless mice? Fuck that.
Rate this turn. I don't know what people are always on about with turnips in chat. I don't know what that is about. I know.
Well, the truffle shuffle. So
no, the truffle shuffle, but not turnips.
Frank turnips is from a Linus.
I'll do the truffle shuffle.
I heard them saying something about like rate this turnip or something.
Yeah, it's a Linus thing.
Yeah, so is
Well, if
Firepole.
Frank does the truffle shuffle, I'll do the truffle shuffle.
I've already done the truffle shuffle many times. I'm not doing it again.
We'll do it. Like, if we all do it, then
I did it one night on Twitch for donations. People were like, I was like, yeah. I said I'll do the truffle shuffle every time I get a minimum $5 donation. I got a bunch of them. So I was like, yeah, this is way too many truffle shuffles here.
Nice.
I was getting a workout.
Yeah.
But anyway, since I lost connection, if you guys do have any more questions you want to drop a chat before we get out of here, that would be good. Just drop them in chat here. I'm still scrolling back. I'm not seeing anything.
I saw one a while ago, which was while you're talking about the keyboards, which was my favorite mouse, and I always like to go to the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. That's my go-to mouse now. So that's probably my favorite.
I'm still on my Razer Mamba 2012. I know I was giving Brian shit before about Razer, but I have one as well. I have a
there we go. He's giving me crap about the mouse pad, and
I'm
he's
just
using the
fucking
mice.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Trying to be a showman here. Come on.
Off stream, you've got your Razer Kraken and all that.
No, I got my Razer Mamba 2012 edition that I used wireless for 1 day, and then it had to recharge, and I was like, I'm just going to leave this thing plugged in.
Razer keyboard, yeah.
I do have a Razer keyboard. I used to have a Deathstalker Expert. That was a great keyboard. But it's only because it was the only people that were making flat keys, which I liked, because I came from a laptop, the laptop noble race. Not the master race quite yet, but
I still find it very hard to type on mechanical keyboards because I've been used to just like the chiclet keys in my MacBook Pro for how many years.
That's how I was.
It's still very hard to transition.
Yeah, I got this one a few months back that they sent me, and I fell in love with the way it feels right away, but still sometimes it's a little hard for me, especially because this thing has one of the large enter keys. So like the backslash is in there as like an extra key kind of snuck in there, and sometimes I hit that instead of the enter key. So but I like the way I love the way that the mechanicals feel for typing though. It's so good.
Yeah.
And especially on stream, I just like people are just like, we can hear your keyboard there. I had some guy once on Twitch stream, he's like, blue switches? I was like, yep. Blue switches.
Yeah, blues are insane, man. I love blues.
We do have a question in from Ryden Wolf. He's a friend of the channel. He says, I have a question for all three of you. Where do you guys want to be on YouTube in a couple of years? I'll go around the horn, start with Frank.
Yeah.
Couple of years. I mean, when I first started YouTube, like seriously, last summer, my long-term goal was 100K. And I'm creeping up on that pretty close. So, I mean, once I hit 100K, I guess my goal from there is like 250. So, I mean, at the rate I'm going, that will be in like, I guess, a couple years, maybe like 500,000. Yeah. But like in a couple years, I mean, I would like to at least get like 500,000 in like 3 years max. I'll say. Yeah. I'll go with that.
I want $1 million in 3 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really don't care about the sub number count. My goal is like I want to spread more information about like like especially when games are like shit. Like I
Yeah.
want like that. Like I saw like I started watching like Total Biscuit a couple years back, and that's kind of what got me started on that road of trying to
Okay.
sort of be like social justice warrior or consumer advocate sort of, and just like starting to spread the word about that. So the bigger the audience, the better for that. But
Yeah.
but then again, at the same rate, I also want to be able to make a living doing this. So that's like my
Yeah.
goal right now is like I want to get to a point. I feel like if I were to get to like 50,000 subs at some point this year, that would be enough to get back out on my own, because I moved back in with my parents like a year ago when I was waiting to get my surgery.
Okay.
And I had my surgery a few months ago. So now that I've had that and I'm shedding pounds, I'm already down 65 pounds and
Nice.
trying to get the subs up so I can make some more money. And I'm looking to get an apartment probably at the beginning of 2016. So
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
that's like the goal is to be able to just sustain myself so I could do this, because I love doing it. I love talking about games. Like that was my dream. Like if someone told me growing up I could earn a living doing this, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out. It's like
Yeah, I just graduated from college in May, so this is like my full-time job for now until I find something more like permanent. But yeah, I'm still living at home too because again, just trying to save some money and eventually get my own place.
It's okay for you though. You're just out of college. I'm 31.
You don't look 31 at all though. I thought you were like maybe mid, like
Yeah,
mid
I thought you were
20s.
mid-22.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say that. Well, I was out on my own. I lived down in Florida for 3 years. I had a place down there, and I was working down there. But I needed to get the surgery, and where I was living, I was like out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, like literally in the forest. And
Oh, yeah.
there were like to go to doctors. It was like 40 minutes away, and I was just like, screw this. I want to just move back home, get the surgery, get it done, and then I'll move out. But I can't afford to live up here right now on my own. We're in New Jersey, and I want to stay here, but it's so much more expensive.
Yeah.
In Florida, I was paying $425 a month for rent for a 1-bedroom apartment, and that was electricity included.
Damn,
All I had to pay for was cable and internet. That was it.
that's crazy. I've been looking for apartments towards like Philly and stuff, and like the cheapest I found was like $1,300 a month. And
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that. That's ridiculous.
And
That's
around
cheap.
here, it's like $900 for like a 1-bedroom. That's like the cheapest.
Yeah, it's rough.
Okay, man. Rent's rough, hey, where you guys are at. I mean, I got a free house included with my job. I'm all good.
Shit, man. I need to come over to Japan, eh?
No, it's cheap out in the country, man. Like, yeah. Even in the city, man. Like, I used to live in the city here, and it was like $500 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment with free internet and a car park space.
Damn.
So that was. I mean, but the house itself, the apartment was a shitbox still, even though it was two bedroom. It was still cramped. As this is a house, so I can move around here.
Yeah.
Nice.
We had a question from Flying Cyborg Raptor. Good name, by the way. He says, do you think it's still worth rocking the 2600 with Skylake on the way for gaming? I chose this question because there's actually a really good article and a video from PC Perspective that just went up today comparing Sandy Bridge to Skylake. So check that out for sure. It seemed like with gaming specifically, there definitely were gains with Skylake minimally, just on single GPU. But when they tested SLI, the gains were really big. They had a 46% increase in Grand Theft Auto 5 with SLI performance.
What res was that at? What?
Didn't catch that. They just went, but
Yeah.
probably 1080 if I had to guess.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, a lot of nowadays, I'd say CPUs for gaming are becoming less important as we go up to 1440p and now 4K, right? So,
Well, 4K takes some CPU power to drive.
yeah, but it's still the same. It scales with 1440p, 1080p. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just your graphics. So,
Yeah, they were doing they were doing an apples to apples comparison, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and so like like a Haswell CPU or if even Sandy Bridge is still relevant.
It's still very good, but as far I mean,
if it's not overclockable though, then you might want to look into getting an overclockable CPU.
Yeah, he said he just put 2600. Didn't say 2600K.
Yeah.
If that was the case, then yeah, definitely. But I mean, you could definitely still hang in there with a 2600K. There's no reason you can't. But I mean, if you got the bug to upgrade, then I would probably look at maybe a 5820K instead, because we've talked about this before, Brian. It's so competitively priced, and now only being $30 more than this, and they're both DDR4. It's just like, which one do you get?
Yeah, well, see, if I was in the States, I'd go with the 5820K, hands down. I mean, the motherboards have come down in price. The DDR4 is not too bad. And see, I'd wonder if DDR4 is going to go up in price now.
I think it will, probably. I think it might stay down through the holidays, but I think I think it's going to go back up eventually.
Like, honestly, if you're thinking about building a rig really soon and you're like Skylake or 5820K, I'd just be buying my DDR4
Yeah, just
memory
buy.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I just picked up. Got it right here. 16 gigabytes of the same RAM that I have in my system right now, of Corsair Vengeance LPX at 2666. This was $145. The RAM in my system cost me $250 when I bought it like 6 months ago. Not even 6 months ago, like 5 months ago. So that's more than $100 price drop in a few months.
I got asked in the stream, future plans in my main rig. At the moment, none. And what I like about my 980 Ti is that it's just a beast. So, yeah, that's just
I would definitely love to upgrade soon to a Ti. I was actually in talks with Galax beforehand to get a 980 Ti Hall of Fame card, but that was right before they announced it, so they kind of like keep quiet about it, and they couldn't really give me a definite answer. And then once like it was out and they sent me just the 980 Hall of Fame, my contact, I guess it got like fired or transferred somewhere. And
really?
It's been silenced ever since. So definitely a bummer because I want the 980 Hall of Fame Ti or
big,
Ti Hall of Fame. Because
980 Ti is huge. It's a big card, eh? Like I recently reviewed mine. It was just you overclock it, man. It's just ridiculous. Like this thing's handling 4K absolutely fine. So.
People are making fun of me in the chat saying, "Joker, you're not British," because I always say like Britishy words. Alex, someone actually said that in a comment the other day. I was like, "Why do you always say Britishy words?" It's like literally, like almost all of my friends on PC that I talk to on a daily basis are either British, Northern Irish, or Welsh or Scottish. So, over the past like 7 years of talking to people on a daily basis, I have picked up their mannerisms to the point where I adopt them. And now, and when I talk to them, sometimes I even invoke parts of their accent. Like I don't even notice I'm doing it. And then I'll have like one of my other friends coming around and like, "Why do you sound Scottish?" It's like, or like one time I was hanging out with an American friend, and the Scottish guy joined the channel, and instantly I invoked a Scottish accent. He's like, "Why did you just turn to Scottish right there?" It's like, I don't even know I'm doing it, man. I have no idea I'm doing it. No idea. And Puvia wants me to say, "Mum's food is the best." It is. Good old mum knows how to make that food.
Oh man, Mum's cooking. Yeah, Mum's cooking. Nothing beats it, man.
Yep. They got the papers in the trash.
They take out the papers and the trash.
Yep.
Are we doing accents? Are we going into accents?
No one has requested accents yet this week. I was hoping they would, so we could bombard Frank with.
Did such a bad job of it last week. No one wants to hear it this week. So. Spartan said, "Joker, make your test bench a Z170 build. Use the MSI M7. It is going to be a Z170, but I'm using the EVGA FTW. I was talking about that earlier. I don't say exactly where I'm from in New Jersey. F15, just Jersey Shore is the most specific. I'll get on that. If we got any other questions for everyone else, John Mellinger says, "Off subject, but Batman Arkham Knight on Steam is showing it will have around 8.5 gig patch soon. If you check the Steam app history, that's good. Finally." Yeah.
That's a big patch.
Well, that's basically they just need to replace the whole fucking game and just start from scratch.
It sounds like it. It sounds like they're just replacing a lot of it, eh?
No, actually, that's funny, Drake. I actually don't pick up the Aussie accent.
Do an Aussie accent. Yeah.
No, I've done it already, but I don't.
Yeah, mate.
No, but the
Like,
funny.
full on.
No,
Like,
but
full on, mate.
No, what he's saying though is, and I agree. Like I do pick up other people's accents really quickly, but I don't find myself doing it with Australian with you. I don't find myself talking or sounding like you at all. Except I have noticed since we started doing this stream a few months back, I have started saying "a" bit because you're always saying "a."
Oh yeah.
I have started saying that a little bit, so I've started to pick it up.
Yeah, Frank, you need to do an Arnie impression. I agree. That
needs
that's
to
one
happen.
thing.
We've all done it. We've all done it, man.
Yeah.
What is an Arnie impression?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger.
Ooh. I am horrible with impressions. I don't know if I should embarrass myself.
It doesn't matter.
Definitely should embarrass yourself because that makes it even better.
I was like, my impressions last week were terrible. So the bar is not high. Don't worry.
Look at him. You thought he was red when the stream started. Look at him now.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, like, what? Like, it's the most common thing I hear him say is, like, get to the chopper. So I can
Booyah.
try to be like, let me think about it real quick.
Let me give
Get
you
to the chopper.
That wasn't too bad. You just got a little bit more aggressive on it.
All right.
Get to the chopper. Go. Come on. What are you waiting for? Who told you can eat my cookies? Something like that, see?
Yeah, that's pretty quality. That is good.
He needs to go. He should go straight from being yelling about a chopper to the cookies. Frank is going to eat all of my cookies. Come on.
That's good stuff. I can't even. I'm horrible at accents. So.
We need to get some quotes. I'm going to pull up the movie script from Terminator. Hold on.
The script.
And then we can read something. Yeah, Terminator 2.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, that's it. Come with me. Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. Take out the papers. Yeah.
Okay. Terminator 2 script. Here we go. Oh, what's this crap?
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Yeah, quotes. Here we go. I'll pull up quotes.
Terminator's not a good one because he's so stiff in that one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Did you really have to Google that?
No, but I'm reading the script here. Yeah, but later, dickwad. And if someone gets upset, you say, chill out. Or you can do combinations. Chill out, dickwad. Great. See? You're getting it.
See, you almost actually sound like John Connor there. That was good.
Yeah, well, like, I got to get my... Yeah, so I'm pulling up the script.
You sound weird.
Why do you
American
cry?
accent, though.
You mean people? Yes. I don't know. We just cry. You know, when it hurts. Pain causes it.
Oh, Eric Hendrickson is talking about Little Tortilla Boy. Do you know about this from... I can't remember the comedian's name. I think it's like Juan Pablo or something. Or Pablo something. I want to say Pablo Escobar, but I know that's wrong. But you know about this? No, the Little Tortilla Boy. He does a stand-up bit where he does the movie guys like coming this summer. That guy. And he does a whole thing where he's doing the trailer. Coming this summer, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger in Little Tortilla Boy.
Oh, yeah, that guy's amazing, yeah.
No, those are my tortillas.
It's so good.
Well, Frank, we're waiting on something, man. Give us something.
You're just going to make me even more sunburned now.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know if we could do Sean Connery. No? I could do, but no. But Nicolas Cage is sort of an odd one, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually do it well. You guys can tell me, but I feel like I can. I don't know if you guys know this. First off, but this is the one I'm always doing with my friends because he always says the word perfect like that. You know, people he'll do any fucking movie. He just did Left Behind, that Christian movie. Like instead of Kirk Cameron doing it, he did it now. Like, and me and my friends are always joking that he'll do any movie. So his agent will come just like, we got a movie about a plane blowing up and then it lands on an island full of Oompa Loompas. He's like, yeah, it's perfect. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. All I know is I just want to find some freaking rockets.
Oh, my God.
Pablo Francesco. Yes, that's it. Something weird.
A black mother from the ghetto accent. That's pretty, go Joker. I don't think I could do that one. Like, not even remotely close.
What you talk about, man? Shit, motherfucker. I've been watching a lot of The Wire, so I could definitely do black voices right now. Fargo accent. That's Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota.
I don't know, man.
Minnesota. Oh, it looks like.
I don't know, cut you. I don't know, stabbed you. But you think I know because you know how my squad do.
Is that? Were you trying to do Omar from The Wire, or is that just generic black guy for you?
Nah, man, I know.
Oh my God, we have to stop this madness. This is not becoming a thing.
Yeah, Yusuf asked, what the fuck are we doing? So.
Last one, Queen Schism Tech. I don't know if Brian could do this one. It's pretty specific. Is a Welsh accent.
Well, you do the Welsh accent way better than me, man.
About to come around here. They always say, they don't say the word here. They say yeah. You need to fucking come around here. Like something like that.
You need to come around here.
Yeah. They say the same thing for the word year. Oh, yeah, like last year. Yeah.
Hey, come over here.
That sounded like Brian from Family Guy. You're going to die, woman.
Yeah, you guys are a lot better at these accents than I am. I'll have to work on them.
Frank hasn't done one yet, man. Why are you so afraid, Frank?
It's okay.
I'm just horrible at accents. Like, I have a kind of deep voice, so it's hard for me to. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
You got to do deep voices then, like Walter White.
I used to be able to do Mayor Quimby when I was a kid. When I was a quid. I used to be able to do Mayor Quimby, but now I can't. Can you do Mayor Quimby?
It is chow there.
Yeah, that's pretty
chow
good.
there. We will go to the moon. He's basically John F. Kennedy. That's how he sounds. Not because of the little things, but because it is hard. Oh, yeah, Stewie, not Brian. Brian's the dog. Thank you, Schulmaster. I fucked that up big time. It is Stewie, isn't it? Oh, Brian. Yeah. Please end it with a Scottish accent. Scottish, I don't know. Scottish is kind of tough. You can just go full William Wallace. You can take our waves, but you'll never take our freedom.
Have we got any tech questions?
No, I think we've exhausted. I think we've exhausted the chat. We're coming up on 2 hours, the longest episode ever. So I think we should wrap it up.
Where's Jizz? Like, okay, where are we going from here?
We're not going anywhere, man. This is we're in overtime right now. Like, basically, the end of the show was when my internet died, and now this is you're in OT right now. This is overtime.
I can't crack open a beer, you know, like I don't want to get drunk at 8 in the morning.
Why?
Because it's stupid, man. Like by the time I hit lunch, I'll be like, oh god, I'm going to bed. Oh, I've only been up for like 5 hours.
Beer, Foster's, Australian for beer.
Hey mate, listen here, mate.
Do they use that as the adverts in Australia? I always wondered that because that's what they say over here.
What?
That for Foster's they say Foster's, Australian for beer. That's the advert in America.
They don't say. I don't know, man. They don't say that in Oz.
That's like a commercial here.
Oh, okay, it's probably selling the export shit, yeah. Yeah,
probably. But I guess we should wrap up and get out of here, guys. Be sure to check out Frank's channel. Got the links down in the description below and all the topics. And after this gets uploaded, I will put the timestamps as well, as I know Brian always comes and copies and pastes it out of my chat as well.
Yeah, that's it. Like
he's like, I can't even be bothered to go through it. I'm just going to copy and paste it at Joker's description.
That's it. Well, Jokers did it this week. I'll just save myself the time. So
I could tell. I checked all your timestamps. Like, yep, those are identical to mine. That wouldn't have happened unless you copied mine. Bastard.
Well, there are two good questions like quickly on the stream, and that's my thoughts on VSR. Is it's really good. So resolution, is that VSR, is that AMD's downsampling? Yeah, so that's really resolution. Good. It works really well. Like in practice, it gives people, especially people on 27-inch 1080p monitors, it gives them a taste of what an upgrade would be like. And then when you get the upgrade, you obviously get more pixels on your monitor. So I think VSR is a really good thing. Personally, I don't need it with a 4K monitor now, and I got 1440p monitors upstairs, so I don't need it. But I reckon it's really good. I've seen it on a 27.
It's good for some games. Like I know, like in Trine, like it winds up looking better, and it's less of a performance impact to use. Like if you're on a 1080p monitor, to use the 4K downsampling as opposed to using the really, really abrasive SSAA that they have in that game. So it takes a lesser performance hit, and it looks better. So in circumstances like that, it definitely makes sense, I think, to use it if it's going to do that. So yeah.
And then we got asked about Zen, and I mean AMD's Zen, man, they better bring out competitive CPUs for Intel. Yeah. They've got a good chance. Well, with Skylake, they've got a good chance, man. I mean, Skylake just released a tick and a talk, and it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what Rockfit's saying. I keep ignoring him. I know there's a lot of messages in chat, man. I haven't seen Rockfit really comment. I've been watching the chat like the whole time. What's Rockfit up to? I don't know. He said something way earlier about messaging him, but I obviously can't do that in the stream, so I don't know what else followed that.
Okay, yeah.
And then I guess we could do this one real quick because this one will apply to all of us, and it was directed at me. Epic X, the AKA Swashin hater, wants to know. I'm just kidding. He wants to know what games we play on, or he wanted to know what games I play on a daily basis. What games all of us play.
I'm gonna promise Poovy Central. I will do the Truffle Shuffle next week. I promise. Okay.
But you got to be here with bells on, Poovy.
Yeah, I'll do it. Do you want me to wear like a I don't know, pink shirt or something? Like I'll spice it up too.
Okay, but So anyway, Brian, what games do you play on a daily basis?
Dota 2 and Heroes of the Storm now.
What about you?
And I want to play Overwatch as well. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So you're a Blizzard fanboy, basically.
No, well, Dota 2 is not.
Oh, that's Valve. Yeah, I always get those mixed up.
Yeah, like I'm a MOBA fanboy at the moment, and I'm looking like I like to play RTS, FPS, and obviously with MOBAs as well. So it just depends. That's my daily games. What about Frank? Yeah, let's hear what Frank said.
I play a lot of FIFA. It's kind of a bad addiction from me and my roommates playing all year long. So I play FIFA pretty often. I play not every day, but I play Counter Strike a lot on PC, and I play like GTA every now and then, just to like hop on, mess around for a few minutes. And the game, The Forest, I usually like to play that a few times per week. It's just fun and quick.
Yeah. For me, it's recently it's been Rocket League.
Oh yeah, I just picked that up.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. But that game is just a lot of fun to play with a group of friends. So I've been playing that a lot recently. And then when I'm just kind of sitting around by myself, if I want to play a game, I've been just still plowing through Witcher 3. You know, months later here, I'm still out. I'm still probably not even 25% of the way through because I take my time and I do everything. So that game is just really gonna. I could see that game lasting me through the entire year, really.
I'm probably gonna buy that soon. I've been waiting because I've just been, like I said, going through a lot of problems with my PC, but I'll probably pick that up soon too.
And that game would look amazing on some ultra wads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping to have one soon. I was in contact with LG recently, so I'm hoping to get one of their 1440 ones.
Nice, that'd be awesome.
I really want an ultra wide display.
Yeah. I like mine a lot, but the pixel density is kind of not the best. So I think an upgrade.
What do you have at the moment, Frank? You got the 1080p.
Yeah, it's the LG UM67.
Oh, okay, so that's your main driver, is it?
Yeah.
Well, he's got two of them stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
I just like that. I've seen them at the store. I wasn't like the 1080p ones. Like
Yeah. I mean, they look good if you're like at a reasonable distance away from them, but like if you're more than or less than like a foot and a half, you could for like pixel hunters. Obviously, we're like pretty savvy with tech. Like you notice it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I didn't really have a problem with 1080p until I got a 1440p monitor, and then I'm looking over 1080p. I'm like,
Yeah. I'll probably upgrade within the next 6 months or so to one.
Yeah, I know. I just got this 1440, and I'm already like waiting for that new Acer to come out. They got the Acer Ultra Wide with G-Sync 75 hertz. Linus just reviewed the AMD FreeSync one, and I was like, now they just need to do a G-Sync, and I'll be all over that. He said he got it overclocked at 90 hertz. That'd be perfect. I don't really need more than 90 hertz. That's fine.
Yeah,
really.
that's a good number.
Sweet spot.
Honestly, I could not tell you the difference between 90 hertz and 144, but going from 60 to 90, absolutely, no questions asked. I could tell the difference of that. I mean, sometimes when I like reinstall my drivers or something like that, or if I unplug a display and I put it back on, it'll be back at 60 hertz, and I'll just move my mouse cursor and be like, that's 60 hertz. It's like I could just tell instantly from the ghosting. It's just like that's not 144.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the perfect monitor. But yeah, so gonna get
this
out.
For me, this bad boy is my perfect monitor at the moment.
All right.
So.
Well, we're gonna get out of here. Brian's gonna focus on buying some posters, and
I am going to and then I'm going on the Swashin show. What's it called? Like, what's the actual show called?
pimp my setup.
I'm going on Pimp My Setup. I'm gonna get some posters.
He's gonna go undercover.
I'm just gonna put a poster in front of the camera. Like, you won't even see my face.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do to annoy him is you should submit your setup and put like signums on the wall and have all of your cables on display. It's like I like to show off my cables.
I'll screw a power board down to the wall here and stuff. And
Yep. I put my cables on the wall, and then I've actually got posters lining the underside of my desk. It's really good. I like to keep those posters hidden. I don't want anyone seeing those.
Oh man, sorry. I usually don't like hating on others. Like, I don't even know Swashin or whatever. I haven't even seen his channel. Like, I don't even know. It's just funny. Like, the majority of people hate him. Like, this is what I'm gathering. I'm garnering from all the comments, all like your opinion on him and stuff like that. It's like a lot of people don't like Swashin. And then I saw his video where he quit his job. It's like, wow, that's pretty disrespectful. Just walks in like, like a douche. And
yeah, I didn't like that either.
Weird. Like, it's just
and he made like a big deal about it. Like, I was like, dude, you worked at Best Buy. It's not like you just walked away from some promising career to do YouTube full time. It was Best
but
Buy.
I mean, like, it sounds like their work didn't do anything bad by him. Like, I'm just gonna walk into work and be a douchebag. That's pretty much what he said in his video. And it's like, who does that? I don't know.
I have never quit a job like that. I always give 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, right. There's a law for a reason, right? Like, in Japan, you have to give a month's notice. It's like, it works both ways. If they want to fire you, they legally have to give you time if you haven't done anything wrong.
They don't have that in here in the States, but that's a good idea.
So in Japan, you have to get a warning. Like, you can't just get laid off unless you do something that's not by the book. You know what I mean? So if I do my job, which I do by the book, they have to give me a month's notice before I'm laid off. and then they actually have to give me like 3 months, I think, before they can kick me out of the house too.
Yeah.
So it works both ways, right? You can't just I'm just going into my job. I quit my job, man. Flex muscles.
He's still in high school, so he still definitely hasn't hit that maturity. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
Okay,
I was say he's still very immature. You can tell.
That makes more sense now.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that.
Still not excusable because he's still gonna be a douchebag in 10 years. But
it is a little bit excusable if he's still in high school. Okay, I can understand.
Yeah, but if with his channel going the way it is, I think that's only going to inflate that ego and it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. How big's his channel?
I think he's like 60, 70,000, somewhere around there.
Wow.
He just hit 50K last week, I know. So unless he's grown that much.
No, I just haven't checked in a while. I
yeah.
thought he was up around there, but yeah, okay, 50. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, depends, man. With this amount of hate going around, I don't think he's going to grow that much more. Like, it's going to be an embarrassment to be subscribed to his channel, from what I'm gathering here.
he's got his fanboys, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh well.
There's always going to be
I mean,
something
that's
to like
what-
people. There's always going to be someone to watch. So it's not like he's going to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So what are we wrapping the show?
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up and get out of
Holy
here.
crap!
Yeah, we've gone over 2 hours here.
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get some food.
Yeah,
Pretty
same
hungry.
here.
All right. Well, next week we'll get some we just went way off topic all the time. Like, I didn't even know what we're talking about. Swashin on Tech Gaming Weekly.
That's all right.
man.
That's why they tuned in this week, man. We should just rename it to the Swashin Hate episode. But okay, guys, I'm going to end it now. So be sure to check out all the links down in the description below for Frank's channel and check him out. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Ta-ra.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep, see yous.